Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, everyone, shush for a sec.
Okay, fine.
Doing my intro. Shush. Hi. How we doing, guys? What's going on, guys? How we doing? Welcome on and happy. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. It's not normally not podcast day, but today is Star Wars Day. So first off, may the Fourth be with you. And so I decided, why not do a Codpast on Wednesday and just talk about the full Star Wars movie franchise on today. So, how much you want to bet I'm going to have to fix this? Yep. Give me a sec. Nope. Yep. Hold up. Every time.
Oh, poor Fluff.
It's all good. It's all good.
There we go. We're good.
We'll
We're
fix.
good. How we doing, guys?
Hi.
What's going on? As you can see, I am joined by Battlewolf 927.
9? Sir.
Hold on. I'm kidding. 527.
And
I
we
didn't
still
change
haven't
that.
fixed
Oh my
the
god! I knew I forgot
testing.
something. Oh my god! This is gonna be the tackiest Codpast ever.
Okay, in Nate's defense, we did all just agree on winging it.
No. I'm talking
No
about.
prep.
I'm talking about guests. I forgot to completely change that.
I know. I saw.
Oops. There you go, Shrek. Good job. Anyway, we got Battlewolf.
Thank you,
Hello.
Shrek.
Dakota, or Big Ape, however he wants to be addressed. That guy.
However,
It was
me.
me.
First
Me.
off, guys, how we doing?
We vibing. We having fun.
Fantastic.
I can smell dinner simmering from here.
You can smell
What's for dinner?
Filipino dish I found.
Ooh.
Yo.
Really good.
I just had dinner, and as I was rushing to the computer because I was running late, my cat decided to drop 2 cans of LaCroix on the ground, and they were open.
Oh no!
And I stepped right into it with my socks.
Oh, that's always a fun thing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I hate wet
that's-
socks. I hate wet socks.
Ooh yeah.
Yeah, that's an
not good.
understandable thing. But yeah, like at 5:30, my aunt calls and says, "Hey, can you go get my medicine?" I said, "Sure, why not? I got an hour and a half left." And then I get to her house to get the money for it, and she says, "By the way, can you go get me some to eat?" And then like that took like 45 minutes, so
It's okay.
I got home like 10 minutes to spare, and I was like, "Fuck." But we are here. It is Star Wars Day. I want to talk about Star Wars. I don't know about you guys, but I want to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah, a little bit.
Who doesn't want to talk about?
So
Let's talk about Star Trek.
Get out of here now.
They'll redeem Star Trek fast.
listen.
That's one thing I want to get out of the air right now is I know a lot of people always think that someone who likes Star Wars hates Star Trek, and people like Star Trek hate Star Wars. No.
They're
Okay,
more
it's hot.
learned. That's the way I understand it.
That
It's
is not
split
true
and heavy
at
and hot.
all.
So, anyway,
And Nate's already coming out of the cloak.
it's hot. It's hot and heavy. Okay.
Yeah, no man. I agree, Beto. I like both franchises, but today is
I
Star
like the
Wars
Star
Day.
Trek. I like the Star Trek reboots. I hadn't really seen any of the old stuff, and we're not talking about Star Trek today.
Hello there.
Brad, what's up, buddy? But yeah, so
Brad.
we're trying this again.
Hey,
We're
Sterling.
not gonna constrict ourselves this time.
Well, we are because we're not touching the TV shows per se.
We're not. Oh, well, we're.
I mean, we can.
Good,
we have
because I haven't seen those
we have
yet.
12 movies to talk about. So hey,
That's true.
instead of the original 3, which
There's 12 movies? I thought there was 11.
if you count the
There's-
animated Clone Wars movie,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're counting that too. Okay, I got you.
it is a Star Wars film. That was theatrical.
But it's not live
Yeah.
action. I thought it was live action Star Wars movies.
I'm just talking about We're just talking about Star Wars, son.
Just talk
Star Wars, the all-encompassing.
That's
Like the
right.
Wars in the Star, that one. That one. That is-
Galaxy far, far away.
But anyway, yeah, we tried this a couple of weeks ago with the original trilogy, and in theory, splitting up the movies by trilogy sounds like a good idea. But when you start talking about it, you are so constricted. So we decided we were going to rediscuss the original trilogy, only this time we're going to talk about all of them. And I very lazily did not come up with a proper list of notes for this. And by the way, the sounds, only I can hear them right now. So can we ease up on the sounds while we're doing the podcast, please? I love you.
We know can't hear.
Trix is like, I know, that's why I'm doing it. Stupid. But I know only you can hear them. Yeah. But yeah. I am the hype! Listen!
And you're a guest on there. You're still like, I don't
Ma'am!
Hi.
For the sake of the Saiyan race,
I will
he has
slap
my
you.
blessings.
I will
to bend
slap
his
you.
instruments. Excuse you?
Your hair looks
Everybody's
like
just
lavender,
keeping on
but
with the
smells
sound.
like
Anyway.
strawberries.
Dad!
Anyway, so we're kind of just... Dakota made the joke. I'm just gonna call you Dakota. Fuck it.
I mean, if you want to use our real names, I don't care.
Okay,
think
your
everyone-
real name is Bella. I don't want to hear it.
Hi.
Trix is angry. Start talking.
It's a podcast. Talk.
We are talking.
I
about
am
stuff and
conversing. We
things.
are... Do you hear me talking? Or am I muted this whole time?
talking.
No one told me. But anyway, so Dakota had the smart ass idea, just wing it. So I said, okay.
Yeah. I was not the only person on board with that, okay?
Well, you presented the idea and then it just launched.
I'm
Anyway,
a being of chaos. What do you expect?
mother, I crave violence. But what? So I took the original trilogy.
The essence of chaos.
Thank you, Jeff Goldblum. I took the
Sure says
original
what-
notes, and I'm just gonna bounce off of that. And we're going to expand through this. We're just gonna kind of let the conversation go where it goes. But point number one: what is your first memory of Star Wars in general? Like the first Star Wars movie you saw.
Well, unfortunately, my answer hasn't changed from the other day.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
It's
I
a
was
new
about to
episode.
say,
It's a new episode.
I was so young when I first started watching Star Wars. I think I remember Return of the Jedi the most because that had some of the most action in it. The space battle at the end.
Drex is like, Battle, you good? You seem like you're zoning out. You seem fine to me.
So, what?
How are you feeling?
I'm good. The cat is
good.
trying to destroy half of my computer right now, so
He wasn't
Oh.
I
staring.
keep looking around and stuff.
He
so
wasn't
my
staring
cat's
off into space. He was watching his cat.
like- yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Munchkin.
cat.
Kitty. But yeah.
If we're limiting it to the first one that we've seen, mine was
Your
episode.
first memory.
My first memory is the same. It was when episode 1 came out, and I just remember seeing all the advertisement for it. But if we're limiting the answer, because you did technically say the first one you saw, it's episode 4, hunched in the corner of a Starbucks cafe waiting on my shift to start.
Yeah, nice.
That's very nice.
Mine was seeing episode 4 on TNT all the time. TNT loves doing like marathons, and they showed the same movie like 20 times in a row, it felt like.
Man, Star Wars fever over there at TNT.
Right? And it seems
I
like they're
mean,
still on
they
that
know people
kick.
will watch it.
Right? But,
Star Wars fever.
we get Star Wars fever, I'm feeling the force in you.
No. Mine was basically like we said with that, unless you're going to ask about the prequels, and then the
Don't
first memory of that is obviously Phantom Menace in theaters, of course.
That's my
But,
most nostalgic, like, memory. Because obviously I've seen episodes 4, 5, and 6 before I saw episode 1, because my cousin was obsessed with it, and I got a story about him later on.
You know, back before, well, I guess they still had trailers, but like before you could watch a movie and not have it completely spoiled.
Yeah.
But the Phantom Menace, does hold something close to my heart with, because it was the last movie I got to see with my grandfather before he passed.
I just
Oh.
want to hug you right now.
He took me to go see it for my birthday, and about 6 months later, he passed away.
I just want to hug you right now. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
I hug you.
Exclamation hugs in the chat.
All the hugs for battle.
Battle, you're not in the chat.
Thank you so much for the final. Welcome on in.
Dink, my boy, what's up?
Ah, he's with you. I see. I understand. But I was going somewhere and I forgot what it was. Oh, he had all these visual dictionaries that Icon has. No, like they were like really detailed descriptions of like every character, and I was honestly like really fascinated by them, to the point that I got my own set for the original trilogy, and then episode 1 when it came out, and then episode 2, and then episode 3 when they came out. But like he had all the books, he had all the toys, like he had the big Millennium Falcon, he had the big AT-ATs. He was just show off, literally.
Tons of stuff.
But as far as like the memory that really sticks out is just seeing all the marketing for episode 1 when it was coming out.
Yeah.
Because-
the marketing was nuts.
I remember when that
It
movie was
was
coming out, like it was
everywhere.
yes, Pizza Hut, like first off,
KFC.
all of it,
Star
just-
Wars fever. They caught the TNT Star Wars fever.
and that poster, the teaser poster that came out for that movie, with Anakin walking on Tatooine, and there's a big boulder behind him, and his shadow is on the boulder, but it's not his shadow; it's Vader.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like when that poster came out, everyone just lost their collective shit. It was like just.
I remember the conventions that were running around all over the place. I remember the Star Wars experience here in Colorado.
Didn't they make a movie about one of those? Like they made a movie about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a Star Wars convention. It's like for episode 1 or something. And like these guys going, this group of friends go on a road trip. It's like they make movies for a lot of things. You're
Wait,
not wrong.
is that the one where they like break into George Lucas's ranch or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what that movie
God,
called.
that
though.
existed.
It did
Yeah.
exist. I never watched it because I don't watch
Sure
gun
is.
movies. No one say a word.
Yeah, it was interesting. I will say though, like even in that movie to this day,
Are we talking episode
The,
1 or the road trip movie?
episode 1.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
talking about when Maul shows up with the double blade.
Oh
and
my-
it's like, holy shit,
Oh.
what is that?
Let me tell you about that. I never watched. I didn't see that in theaters. Like when it first came out. When
Well,
it first
you
came out.
missed out big time.
Oh,
buddy.
I heard the stories, but my cousin, the same cousin, bought the VHS. Well, his dad bought it for him when it came out, and he came over to the house one weekend and was like, "You need to watch this." And we sat down in the living room and watched it. And when Darth Maul pulled out his hilt and he did his thing, I lost my collective shit in that living room.
Yeah, buddy.
And I remember, like, being so blown away by how fast they moved.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah, it was completely 180 from
Bella, where'd you
the
go?
old days. Where'd Bella go? Oh, she said, "Hold on." Battle. I'm curious, since you would be more cognizant to remember this. Like,
You
what
calling him
was
old?
the react? No, I'm just saying, like, he would remember it better than we would, or I would in the theater. I mean, I was not old or not young, but like, was there any type of reaction when that happened in the theater for you, or do you remember?
With Darth Maul?
Yeah,
I'm-
don't know.
I'm
Sorry, Mom was
trying-
letting me taste the sauce for dinner.
Okay. How's thing look? Okay, chat's good. I mean, screen's good.
I'm trying to remember how the theater was reacting to that. I think I was just more mesmerized by the fact I was watching a new Star Wars movie.
For the first time, like
Well,
in theaters ever. Even though I'm pretty sure they
No.
re-released the originals before that in theaters.
Yeah, I saw all the originals in the theaters.
But you want to know
Yeah,
what
they
reaction?
had,
That is one thing I want to say. I hate the extended the original trilogy.
Oh, well, we're gonna get to that in a little bit.
Some of the stuff they add to that is just bonkers.
We're gonna
It's
get to
like
that in a
so
little
Oh, you mean the special editions or whatever?
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi, that pop song that they put into it. God.
We're gonna get to that in a little bit. But talking about reactions in movie theaters, I want to go back to the year Empire first came out.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No. Like I want to then imagine with me, if you will, how the
okay.
theater and how the reaction and the reception would have been
Oh.
when that revelation of Vader
There's
first happened.
There's a video of that, but I don't know if it's real.
The
If you've
only
never seen it.
The only thing I could honestly compare it to that we would be able to relate to was when Cap picked up the hammer. Like, it would have to have been somewhat on par with all of that.
Yeah.
It 100% had to have been.
Yeah, but
Because
it had
that-
to be
that
high
w-
up there.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because I can't think of any movie back then that would have had like that big of like a pop, like an impact. I might be
don't
wrong,
think
but
it would have. Like, I don't think there were many movies, certainly not to that caliber, with that much of a following. Because I want to say even the cast and crew thought that when the first one came out, it was just going to be
no one knew.
some kind of a small little thing.
The only
Like, they
people who
were-
knew the truth were like Mark Hamill, George Lucas, and I think Frank Marshall.
I meant,
Oh, yeah.
I meant
you're
when
talking about the movie. itself,
came
the
out
funding
in
for it.
general.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's what I'm
anyone was
saying. That's what I'm
expecting
saying.
it.
None of the cast members knew the truth.
No. I
When-
think Bell was talking about how popular.
The
it was.
impact of the
Oh,
movies,
okay. I
how
thought you were talking
big
about like,
they were going to be.
oh yeah,
Yeah. No, but I love Harrison Ford's story of it.
yeah.
So- it's like, kid, why didn't you tell me?
Why the fuck didn't you tell me? I would have died.
Yeah.
I'm swearing because of historical accuracy.
I remember my dad said that the trailer, when it was coming out, the trailer would say near the end of it, before they show the date and everything, it says that it shows Darth Vader saying Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father, and then it cuts off.
I bet.
So everyone excited about what happened? What happened? And a guy who played Darth Vader didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was such a blabbermouth. They had him say that Obi-Wan killed your father. But Mark Hamill and
I mean, he didn't.
his
He
name?
didn't. He didn't. Who?
oh, I can't.
James
James
Earl
Earl
Jones.
Jones
James
and Mark Hamill and George Lucas were the only ones that knew.
Them and Frank
Real
Marshall,
truth.
I think, because he's the one who wrote it. I think
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was.
them and the director. But I think
Oh,
James.
yeah, obviously.
I
but
feel
Mark
like
Hamill
James.
was told before the filming, so with his reaction was with the reaction to
Yeah.
Darth Vader being his father, not that Obi-Wan killed his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see like James finding out a little bit later than everyone, just because the voiceover.
Yeah, it could be done like almost like just a few months before release.
Yeah. But yeah, like I miss those days where
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nothing was
There were
spoiled.
no leaks. Yeah,
like
no
Doctor
leaks. There was
Strange
no
2
internet.
comes out tomorrow, and spoiler alert, I know everything that happens.
Oh,
Oh, I've been able to avoid it, thankfully.
I'm
but-
keeping away from Facebook all day today already. I'm gonna
Something
have to
popped
go
up
for a
on
whole
Twitter
week.
for me, and it pissed me off.
Well, it's
Oh,
like they
I
put
hate
in.
that.
They make the trailers so like over the top now, but like even the best example, obviously this movie's been out for a while, but like the Black Widow trailer with the sky scene, that was literally at the end of the movie, and I'm like, come on, man, like.
And
Yeah,
I pretty
there
much pieced together the
are a
Jurassic
lot of
World
movies.
Dominion plot. They pretty much showed one of the final shots in the first trailer, and I'm like, yep, I bet
And
that's
trailers
gonna
do that, and I'm like, come on.
I
Like, why
understand
would
you have to grip the audience. You have to entice them to want to go see the movie, but I promise it doesn't take that much.
As my wife always says, trailers always show the best parts.
They do.
They didn't in Spider-Man. I
Well-
will give them that. That
They
in Endgame.
didn't in Spider-Man.
That was more the exception to the rule there.
That in Endgame, honestly, they didn't show hardly anything about Endgame.
Oh yeah, that's especially the ending.
I feel like Endgame.
Bio with the hydrate.
Endgame had to be
Hydrate
under
times.
such super wraps.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I loved about that, not to get into Marvel tans, but like when Infinity War
It's
in,
all
they were
Disney.
like, the
We're just
ending
chilling.
of Infinity War is a real ending. Everybody was like, what? And then obviously, the time
No
travel
one's saying
stuff.
anything. We're not gonna spoil it for you. We got you.
For Endgame.
Doctor Strange. No, for Doctor Strange.
Oh,
I'm not
I was
gonna.
like-
I'm not gonna spoil anything for Doctor Strange.
I was like, we way past
Nate,
the
send
Endgame.
me the
spoilers.
recap. I'm curious.
Huh?
Send me the recap. I'm curious.
I got you. For anything more, yeah, I know. But
Oh,
I love how we went from Star Wars to Marvel here. Marvel's later down the road.
it's all Disney.
Well, we get back into
It
Star
is.
Wars
Okay,
here.
so now that we're actually discussing the whole Star Wars franchise, let's go ahead and step on some feet. Not toes, feet. With what is your favorite movie?
Ooh.
That's not much of a spicy
Mine is.
opinion question.
Mine is.
Mine is Return of the Jedi.
Wait,
Really?
what?
Nostalgia, and I just love the space battle at the end. But I have to say, if we could pick and choose, I have to say the beginning of Revenge of the Sith. That was some of the best battles I've ever seen.
The Coruscant battle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was epic, especially
yeah.
how they started it off. You just see them flying around,
Mhm.
and then it pans around, and you just see this huge battle going on right beneath them all. That was amazing.
Bell and 9 was fun.
I liked 9.
Really?
It's not my favorite, but I liked it. My thing is, and this is why I always preface any of my movie opinions, if I can have fun in a movie, I'm going to like it.
And that's fair. There was fun in 9, but it
all
wasn't
over
enough
the
Which
to
is
save it
why
for
I
me.
also like The Room.
We'll get to the sequel stuff here later.
Well, I'm kind of wanting to add 2 things here because I kind of want to see if y'all want to rank or just do that later.
It's tough to do a ranking for
I
it.
have a big issue with number 9 though, was when they were all on the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo, and he was saying that yes, it was all true. The Jedi, the
That was
Force,
7.
all that.
That
I'm just
was
thinking, oh, that was 7. Which is
Yeah.
9?
I was
9
gonna
is the
say,
last
wait,
Rise of
was-
Skywalker.
Oh, 9 is the worst.
No,
hate it.
no. Attack of the Clones is a thing.
Well,
I don't like
I don't know.
how
I think 9
9
might have been a little bit worse than Attack of the Clones. Because Attack of the
9
Clones has the end lightsaber battle with all the Jedis to help redeem it, whereas
That's
9
true.
had nothing.
I don't like how they retconned 8 completely with 9 because I liked the direction that 8 was going in. However, to answer the question, my favorite one is Rogue One.
That's one.
Rogue.
But my top
Rogue One was
3
good.
is Rogue One, Episode 1, and Episode 8 in no specific order. Other
Okay.
than Rogue One.
That's a very odd list, but okay.
know. Like I said, my opinions are garbage.
Yeah,
Baby
that's all
Anakin is
good.
adorable and I will die on that hill.
Wait, who?
Baby Anakin.
Oh yeah. No. Out of the, this is tough. Out of the main line, I'm probably going to get some flack for this. Revenge of the Sith is probably my top.
So you say that a lot of people revere that movie as like one of the top Star Wars movies.
That's up there, and well, that's mainline. But outside of mainline, definitely Rogue One. That is hands down. I will die on this hill. That is the best.
I think
Disney
everyone's
Star
dying on that
Wars
hill.
movie.
Rogue One is one of the best Star Wars movies ever made.
Well, no. I'm talking about Disney Star Wars movies.
Sure.
Oh no. Rogue One is the best Disney Star Wars movie to come out.
Yeah, it is.
Is Solo worth seeing?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not bad.
I've heard mixed reviews. I haven't seen it personally,
It's-
so I can't.
I haven't either.
It's
I've
good.
heard
Like it got a lot
really
of
good
hate,
things.
and it didn't deserve it. Donald
I
Glover
was
as
gonna watch
Lando
it,
was
but-
fantastic.
Can't.
Yeah, I was about to say I've heard really good things about Dom.
Yeah, by the way, I don't understand why that didn't work. Plus, it has Emilia Clarke in it, and I really enjoyed Paul Bettany's character. And plus, Woody Harrelson.
Solo and the inn that's never going to go anywhere.
No, but we're not talking about it.
I don't know.
But,
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about because I messaged you afterwards, and I was like, "Are you gonna see Solo?" No, you need
What?
to.
I fucking avoided
Okay, hold
that
on.
for like a year.
I'm putting you on the spot right now. I'm calling you out. So when Rogue One was coming out, this man refused
boy.
to see it because, quote, "It's pointless. We know how it's going to end. It's a waste of time."
And you know what? They proved me wrong.
I messaged him as soon as the movie was over, and I was like, "You're gonna eat those words, son, and you're gonna eat good," because that was my favorite Star Wars movie for the longest time.
I feel like that's one of the reasons why I love Rogue One, was because I specifically remember halfway through the film realizing, oh, I know how this ends, because I just completely forgot.
Yeah.
Because it was compelling enough
Those
to
are
make me
hydrated.
forget.
And then he did the same thing with Solo.
What? Solo?
Yeah.
No, my problem is if something shouldn't exist, they have to make it a good enough reason. And guess what? Rogue One did. Solo was all right. I was curious about
Solo
it.
was an entertaining film.
And it's the same thing for a couple weeks from now. I have my doubts, but I hope they prove me wrong.
About what?
What comes out in a couple weeks?
Oh, Obi-Wan? Oh yeah. And we're actually going to talk about that later.
I'm surprised you have doubts. You're probably the first person that I've
his makes
seen
sense.
that does.
I can see where his doubts like come into play because I kind of agree.
Well,
But at
let
the
me
same
ask
time,
Battle
I
about
can
this
see it work.
since
I can
he's
see it
seen
working.
the Battle, do you think they can successfully dip into that story with Obi-Wan without
We talked about
messing up
we
lore?
talked about it on his stream earlier.
I don't know because they make it sound like in the A
Episode
New
4.
Hope that when Darth Vader confronts Obi-Wan on the Death Star, it made it sound like that was the first time they met ever since after their battle when Darth Vader
Mustafar.
turned.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do it if they meet again in Obi-Wan.
And Kathleen Kennedy, rematch of the century. So like,
I mean, it's going to be, but make the story good.
I'm
it's
not concerned.
Kathleen
Like,
Kennedy aside, you got Dave Filoni and you got Jon Favreau on it. I think they're involved in some capacity, but
Well, my problem is like, and we'll talk. I guess,
I agree,
You want
like-
to talk about Kenobi later, or just we're in it now?
I mean we're on the topic. Like I said, we're freeforming here. We're talking about
Yeah, we're
Star
free-forming.
Wars.
Yeah.
Bio. I am excited for it. I hope it is good. I just have my concerns.
Because theoretically, it shouldn't happen. Like that fight
I'm just happy to
shouldn't
see
happen.
Darth Vader again. That's all I'm. When he was in
Well,
Rogue One,
Rogue
One, that was the best. Having
His
Darth Vader
scene
show
in
up
that
at the
movie
end, that
was just
awesome.
so brutal, and I loved it.
And it showed this was the Darth Vader that everyone knows. This is Darth Vader in his prime. This is Darth Vader as an evil bastard.
And that's the Darth Vader that they said we're getting in Obi-Wan.
Where's
Well,
the thing
good,
about
good.
that though? Like,
I hope we don't get the Darth Vader that
Justice
screams
for
out
Hayden.
no.
I'm just saying.
What?
what is it, Bella?
Justice for Hayden.
I mean, oh yeah, he's gonna. Especially if they do Clone Wars flashbacks, he's gonna redeem himself so much.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was his. I don't think it was him that was bad. It was just the director that was
It
bad.
wasn't.
It's always
The
Counter
writing-
argument to that. Ewan McGregor nailed it. Christopher Lee nailed it. Tamora
sometimes-
Morrison nailed it.
Sometimes actors
he
can
had
make
no
excellent
chemistry.
actors.
Defy you
He
to
had.
take the sand line and make it sound good.
I'm not saying the writing was good. Attack of the Clones is one of the worst written
Nate.
movies in the series.
you gotta think this too. Hayden Christensen was brand new actor at the time.
He was
Ones that
in a
nailed it
couple of things
were
before that.
Experienced actors. Yeah, but not as nothing that
Oh
this
yeah,
big.
this was his first big film, but still,
Well,
Yes,
still,
he learning to do.
he had no chemistry with Natalie Portman whatsoever.
no,
None.
did Hemsworth either?
Well, I'd have to say that the scene in Attack of the Clones when he says that you're my soul torturing me, that's like one of the worst lines you can say to a woman when you want to hook up with, saying that you are causing me pain.
Yeah.
To be
We're
fair,
talking about-
aren't they
He was
supposed to
just
be
weird.
angsty teenagers?
What is it, Bill?
To be fair, aren't they supposed to be like angsty teenagers?
Yeah,
No, she's
she was
20.
older than him.
She's 21. I think he's like 17.
Oh, if he's 17, then he nailed that. Like, if he is
I wonder
17,
how old
if
he was
he's a
supposed to be
17-year-old
during
man in the throes of his first love, then
Hold on,
yes,
hold on.
he
I beg to
absolutely
differ.
got all
I
of
beg to
that
differ.
right.
They had babies. Takes a little chemistry. That was the story, not the actors. Which reminds me,
Forget,
Natalie Portman in episode 3 was just so damn bad at acting.
I barely
Oh, wow.
remember her. She's like, Anakin, you're breaking my heart. Or
Like,
what? That's all I
just-
remember from that.
Oh, that's one thing I want to say. Is I hated that at the end of Revenge of the Sith. She lost her will to live. She just had 2 kids.
You know?
She doesn't care about them.
Wait, what happened?
Uh-oh, what happened? Uh-oh, your camera, Bill, it got all wacky again.
Well, he...
Use the sideways. You know what's funny is we
I
just
don't
kept
know
going
what
for like 5
happens.
minutes. I didn't even answer my favorite Star Wars movie.
Go ahead and answer your favorite Star Wars movie while I try to figure this out.
Go for
What
it.
is it, Nate?
Mine is The Phantom Menace.
Really?
That is my #1 favorite Star Wars movie. And I know so many people are gonna shit on me for that, and I don't care.
It's not that it's not that it's a bad. That movie's bad. It's like
Really?
I
Because
went and
everything
rewatched
I've
it.
seen about that movie says otherwise. Like the reaction and people talking about it say
Well,
it's
no,
one
back
of the
then.
worst, and I'm like, it's honestly one of the best. You want to hear a real hot take? I don't like Revenge of the Sith at all.
it's
Not
fine.
even the in battle with
I
Darth
mean, you're
Vader.
allowed to have your opinion.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
But
You
the
don't like-
in battle with Darth with
Let me tell you a
Darth
story.
Vader
Let me
and
tell
Obi-Wan.
you. Let me tell you a story about that fight. Let me tell you a story about that fight. Okay, so when Episode 3 was coming out, there was. Sorry, phone froze. What did you say? Are you?
here's the high ground.
Look, Nate is Team Obi-Wan 1000%. Okay. When Episode 3 was coming out. Oh, by the way, Brad, I said that my favorite Star Wars movie is The Phantom Menace, and I don't like Revenge of the Sith. Nate fears the high ground. I will slap you. Back when Episode 3 was coming out, they were starting to push out the other movies on DVD for the first time.
Yeah.
And when the original trilogy came out on DVD, they came with a bonus DVD of special features, exclusive to like kind of leading up to Episode 3. And there was a segment in there talking about the big duel.
Mhm.
And come to find out, Ewan and Hayden, 6 months before they even met with everyone to start working on the movie, they took time out of they took the time to fully choreograph the fight themselves. The fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin was choreographed by Ewan and Hayden.
I love that.
Sounds about right. Look, Nate, we can all agree, like, Attack of the Clones is, you know. See, look, we can agree there.
My lightsaber's on the bed, damn it. I was gonna activate the lightsaber and like threateningly, I will slice you down. But you know, this is a weird thing that just eats at me. But half of those scenes that were shown in that featurette were cut from the final fight, and they were movements that if they were shown, like if they were in the movie, would have made that fight so much better than it was. Instead, we get high flying trapeze. We get like balancing acts.
So what you're telling us is we need to go find this special feature and watch the fight in its
Yeah.
full
because
board.
there's one bit where they're just spinning around, like just all over the place, just spinning and clashing with their blades as they spin, and it looked so cool, and just knowing that they did that themselves.
Bella has this I'm not impressed, I'm not amused look.
Oh, I know.
No, that is I'm trying to visualize this as he's saying it because my brain is weird.
Well,
I will try to find a
maybe-
clip. I will try to find the clip.
Yeah, find the clip, please. Do that.
It ain't gonna be
it's
right
kinda
now
like-
because my computer
well,
can't handle me
obviously.
looking at anything that's not here on stream because my computer needs.
I always had a
Replacing.
thing on
Nate
Revenge.
likes dinosaurs so much, his computer is one.
Listen,
Oh,
this
no,
thing.
I was gonna ask,
I built this thing like 4 years ago.
no, it'd be good.
Revenge of the Sith has one big glaring problem with me though.
What you got?
The scene where Anakin is now Darth Vader. He's walking up the steps of the Jedi Temple. He has all those Republic troopers behind him, and they're going to go and purge the Jedi. They played the Trade Federation theme.
I
What
knew
the
it.
hell? Why did they just have a grand reimagining of the Imperial March or the Darth Vader theme? But no, they play the Trade Federation theme. Like, what the hell was that?
Trade
And I'm
Federation.
probably
Never noticed
irritating my
that.
wife right now with me complaining about that again because I always complain about it. But I hated that. I remember being in theaters and I'm just sitting in my chair and it was like, it's supposed to be a cool scene, but I'm pissed.
I mean,
Because that's one thing I was looking
Of all the
forward
things
to.
that they've gone back and redone over the movies over the years, they could fix that.
That was one of the things that I
Also,
was looking most
I
forward
wanted
to in
to
the movie.
I wanted to see Anakin slice down some kids, and we didn't actually get to see it, so I'm a little pissed about that.
Well, I think the Motion Picture Association would
Hi,
have an issue
Lisa.
with
One thing is, I hated that lot. I hated though that word, younglings.
Why? It's a beer. You don't like that beer?
Yeah. I saw Anakin killing younglings. I
And he's
share
just
that
laying,
every
and he's
time.
just, and he's just laying on the.
I never knew there was a beer like that until I saw that meme.
I love that meme. I will share that meme every
It's just
time.
like-
And he will send it
Younglings, it
to
just
me
sounds
whenever
so-
he shares it.
When
Specifically.
they say younglings, it sounds like saplings or something like that. He was killing a bunch of trees.
I've always pronounced it as Yingling because Jay.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a joke. Go with it. Don't ruin the bet.
Yeah,
But,
that's it. Just say
Come on,
that
Trex.
There's one thing that, looking like when this deleted scene came out, like I was pissed it wasn't kept in the movie. But it's the episode. It's the episode. God, it's the scene where Obi-Wan reveals to Padme that he's known the entire time.
meme. Oh, I've seen that. It's really good.
When he's trying to find, like when he goes to talk to Padme, when he's trying to find Anakin, on the balcony of their home, their home, but it's her home, whatever. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
It's the one where he's like, "I'm not blind, Padme." or
I've known this
something.
entire time,
Yeah.
but I've kept it quiet because it made him happy. And
Yeah.
Oh, it was
So-
definitely something in there. Yeah, I
And
remember
the fact that they didn't keep that in there, just
Bitch, I will smack you with my dick!
excuse.
Yeah.
Still though, I still have to say that line that she lost the will to live will always irk me.
Okay,
because
here it
she
is.
just had 2 kids and
I'm not the blind Padme, though I have tried to be for Anakin's sake, and for yours. Anakin has loved you since the day you met in that horrible junk shop on Tatooine. He's never even tried to hide it, though we do not speak of it. We pretend that I don't know. And I was happy to, because it made him happy. You made him happy, when nothing else ever truly could. They cut that scene from the movie, and
Yeah.
I think it would have added so much more.
It would have.
Nate,
Yeah.
I just saw you morph into Ian McGregor right before my eyes when you were saying that
Wait,
out
what?
loud.
Really? Because I was gonna
Good,
roast
good,
him
good.
on that accent.
Oh, now come on.
I could see him just
I wasn't even
morph
trying. I was just reading it, and it just came out like that. I noticed it. I was like, I'm just gonna keep going. Let's go. I legit wasn't trying to imitate Ewan because one, I can't. But
Wasn't it like, ironic that it's going back to the murder scene? Like, the younglings didn't know better. They called him what he wanted to be the whole time. Like, what are we gonna do, Master Skywalker? And he's like, didn't even flinch.
I'ma kill him.
Let's do it.
Yeah, why don't
Guys,
they
can you
take
keep
them
your murder
all
boners in your pants, please?
under his,
Can't tell me murder boner. What did you clown?
wing and train them all to be Dark Jedis?
Have you ever seen the robot chicken sketch of that? Where he calls him, he's like, what about the younglings? And Palpatine's like, you what?
I killed everyone, including the kids. Oh.
Might have to find that clip and send it to you.
Wait.
all later.
Was that it, or was it him? Poppy saying, by the way, don't kill the kids.
Oh, he's something like that.
Honestly,
that.
Robot
What did you
Chicken
do?
Did a really good job just fucking around with the entire franchise.
I'm just gonna say this: go for Palpatine.
I love that skit the most. The one where Darth Vader talking to him about the Death Star blowing up. It's like,
Who's
it's like, just get another one. He was just like, he's like, another one. Who's gonna put a loan out for that now? The first one's not even paid off yet.
What the hell is an
Same with
aluminum
the end.
falcon?
The end of that where he's like, tell everyone what a whiny bitch you were about Padame or whatever her name.
Oh, he's crying.
Oh, I love that skit.
And also the motion that Palpatine was going like at one point.
I love Robot Chicken. Like it had just, it was so funny.
They do some good stuff there. No, good on that. No, this is good. But Battle, I do have a question for you, since you know you're the elder of our group here.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Not by
No,
much.
this is respectful.
He only
like,
turns 40 in a few weeks. This is fine.
no, he'll have a different
Wow,
perspective on this.
Dakota.
Well, I didn't say he's like old. I said he's the elder of the group.
I'm gonna
See?
chime in here before we make it worse. You do look good for.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
Tricks, what are you doing?
You seriously don't look
boycott
40
me.
enough, so that's me being serious.
No, I asked this as a thing of respect. Like,
Respectfully, you old as dirt.
no, oh my God, just let me ask the question here. Like, the difference from the
I'm
older
done. Go
movies,
ahead. I'm done.
the
Go
older
ahead.
lightsaber fights versus the new ones. Like, what was your reaction to that? Because
I didn't-
obviously, we only knew. Well, we knew the TV and seeing like episode 4, 5, and 6, but like, what was your reaction to that, or like, what?
Well,
did you-
I did see 4, 5, and 6 in theaters when they did the re-release of them, but I have to say the new lightsaber battles are so much better because the thing is with them, it wasn't because they just thought of making it better.
It was more like an
Everyone will
art
tell you that
back then.
those old lightsabers, those things were heavy because that was a metal rod that they had for the blade. So when they connect, they know when they're connecting. But nowadays with the polymers and stuff they have, Mark Hamill said when he picked up one of the new lightsabers, he says he was surprised at how light that thing was. So they're able to do more flips, be able to do more spins. So I really like the new lightsaber battles more than the old ones.
I'm gonna wear
The
this
old
That
ones was
back
actually
out.
explains
dual-
a lot choreography wise. Because I
Well, the
didn't know
old-
that it was just like a giant metal rod.
Yeah, the old ones was more like fencing, whereas with the
Plus, you have to look at
Um,
like it kind of fit in like how Luke was, because you know, God, I'm actually gonna make this comparison, and I kind of feel dirty making it, but look at how Rey and Finn were when they fought Kylo in Episode 7 for the first time. They never had the proper lightsaber combat training, and suddenly they're up against this, like, I don't even know if you can consider him a Sith at that point. And
no,
Even if it-
like
Not quite,
who trained
more,
Luke? You know, at least in Episode 5, who trained Luke to lightsaber fight? You know, who trained him how to like properly parry, deflect blade, like the blade? You know, who taught him how to fight with the lightsaber until like before his fight with Vader? But even then, like the Episode 5 lightsaber fight is still my favorite in the original trilogy. The Force, I will slap you. I will slap. That's not how the Force
Midichlorians.
works.
well, if you go by also the extended universe on there, that was not the
Witchy.
first battle that
I remember that.
Luke had with Darth Vader.
I remember
It
that.
actually was
Like,
the
didn't-
book called Splinter of the Mind's Eye, I think is the name of the book.
Like, didn't Luke cut off one of his hands at one point?
Yeah, he cut off cut off the last remaining real arm of Darth Vader. But
He
that
didn't
was
have
because
one.
always losing fucking
He didn't have
limbs in
one.
this series?
Because
either
that
the
was
right-
he didn't.
that
all
was
of your-
because
all of your
Obi-Wan
limbs.
put himself into Luke. Obi-Wan took over Luke's body, which
Did he get consent first?
I don't know, Bella. I don't know if there was consent involved in that. But
I mean-
yeah, he that was something that they never even explained that happened in any of the other movies and stuff. But yeah, Obi-Wan put himself into Luke and fought Darth Vader and cut off the last remaining arm of
Well, here's the thing about the
arm of Darth
last
Vader.
remaining arm. Obi-Wan cut that arm off in Episode 3. All four of his hands were mechanical after the fight in Mustafar.
Yeah, his hands. I'm talking about his arms. He took it off at the shoulder.
Arm.
So this man was a head and torso.
No, he was crawling in episode 3 with that his right arm, right? Even though
Yeah, that one was mechanical, but
you know.
I could have sworn he only took it off at the elbow.
Yeah, he took it off at the elbow, but when the Splinters of the Mind Eye, he took it out at the shoulder, the last remaining part of the real arm
Oh,
of Darth
okay.
Vader.
Mm.
Oh,
It's been a long time since I read that book, and now because of J.J. Abrams, it's just
no, it's because of
needs to
Kathleen
go
Kennedy.
away.
It's because of Kathleen Kennedy.
Well, those people destroying the extended universe.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh,
There's
So
a
we get
transition.
into the
for you.
extended universe, or we have to stay with the movies?
We have to stay with the topic,
Overall,
sir.
fuck it.
Cal Katarn.
Headcanons count.
Kyle Katarn of the extended universe will always be my favorite. He is what you call the true definition of a great Jedi.
I love Cal Katarn.
I like whenever I build him up, I like using the lightsaber battle, the light side powers, but I also give him always Force Lightning because that's just
That's how I always do in Knights of the Old Republic.
yep. Force Lightning has to be done, and there's even light Jedi's. One of the ones on the council, that guy that had the breather
Plo Koon?
mask.
Plo Koon.
Yeah, he used Force Lightning.
I'm a basic
But yeah,
bitch. Obi-Wan's mine.
But of
In
the
the movies.
movies, I have to say my favorite will be young Luke, not old Luke,
Young
when he
Luke.
becomes basically
Yeah.
a hermit and
When he
starts
becomes
drinking
angry.
and starts drinking green
Blue
milk
milk.
juice. That was
Blue milk.
that was unnecessary in that movie to put that in. I'm just like, oh god,
There's
come
a
on,
lot
don't
of
make
things
him
about
like
that
this.
movie that was unnecessary, but we're not going there.
I don't know. I liked crusty old Luke because it just
It wasn't Luke
I
though.
have to
Like
say,
even
it is
Mark
funny
Hamill
when
said that.
he took the lightsaber and just threw it over his shoulder. It's like, I don't want
him
this.
just
You
using
know-
the lightsaber does seem out of character, but I haven't read any of the extended universe. I don't know anything.
To be
other
fair,
than
it's not canon,
so-
so.
Well,
What's the
you act like I give a damn about
talking
canon.
about? Well, any extended universe for that is canon.
Is it?
Well, yeah, for the newer stuff, obviously,
Let's
because it
think-
would have been made when Disney owned it or bought it. Like if we're talking Episode 8
Oh,
or
like
7,
like
8,
High
9.
Republic, yeah.
Well, no. I'm talking about like the actual like Vader comics and stuff they have going on now. They're
Oh,
actually really good. But you know how pissed I was at that it goes into Episode 8 and the end of 7's holding the lightsaber and you wait like was it like fucking 2 years for that scene and he just chucks it. I'm like, that's it.
That's what we get. Okay. Yeah, because there is like the spin-off in between each film.
Yeah,
It went Force Awakens, Rogue One, Last Jedi, Solo, Rise of Skywalker. See, they just went downhill.
Well, see, with the Force Awakens, since I totally destroyed this earlier saying this because I thought you were talking about 7 and it was actually about 9, but the whole part where Han Solo's talking to them about, yes, it was all true, the war, the Empire, the Force, and I'm like, 30 years has passed.
It's only been
What
30 years.
the hell? Do you all like have amnesia or something? Because you don't lose history that quick. Maybe a backwater place, but Han Solo is acting like that he's heard the story all over the place that no one believes that the war ever happened.
Well,
That
one
everyone
thing
goes
that I
myth.
think was said about the Mandalorian is, to a lot of like regions of the galaxy, the whole premise of the Force, the Jedi, the Sith, and all that is a myth. Some people
Well,
don't even know it exists.
I
Well,
mean,
that's
I could honestly understand that because we're talking about a very concentrated area where all of this fighting is happening in something as large as a galaxy. I can absolutely see that there is going to be at least one planet that doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Hell,
That's
there's
true.
What do you mean
there's
a
regions
war
of the
going on
Earth
between two
that don't even know
factions?
about
I'm over here with my
electricity.
ramen.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Like there's regions of the planet that like Earth that don't know electricity exists.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, there's that island in the Indian Ocean that has not had any contact with
Oh,
anybody because they even
they're not
shoot
allowed
arrows
to
at
go there?
helicopters that
Yeah.
fly by,
yeah.
Yeah.
and no one goes to that island because those guys are bloodthirsty cannibals.
Yeah,
They'll eat ya.
Yeah. Also, K2SO is probably my favorite droid in the movies.
It's a good droid. Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
K2SO is
I was so
it's
sad.
really fun.
But
Well,
going
I
back
have
to
to say, like, if you go with the extended universe, it has to be oh, what's his name? I can't believe I can't remember his name.
What you got?
That little droid on in the Fallen
BB-8?
Order.
BB-8.
BB-8.
No, that's
No,
not BB-8.
no. It's a
That's
BD.
BD something, isn't it? Or is it just BD? It's been a bit since I played that.
I love that old guy,
Hell,
especially when
it'd
you
be-
like change his color and everything and make him your own personalized droid.
Now going back to like the the sequel trilogy, because there's a lot of shit to be talked about the sequels. I really like Poe's character.
Oh, Poe?
I like Poe.
I like the characters. I like Poe. I like Finn.
I felt
still
bad
like
for like
Rose,
Daisy
and I
Ridley.
hate what they did with her. I hate all of the backlash that
You know
Rose
who got the
faced.
short
because
end of that
they-
deal was Finn. They like had the setup and they were just like,
Yeah.
nah, it's good.
I wish
Hey.
they would have kept Finn as a force-sensitive character
Yeah.
like they had originally planned on in 9.
Yes,
Because I think that would have done wonders to expand his character.
everyone's gonna hate me for saying this though, but I hated Poe.
I
did
don't
not
hate you. I didn't like Poe Dameron.
I did not like him in the
Don't say
Last
right.
Jedi.
Oh, I liked
Because
him in
of
that.
what he did, not listening to his commanding officer, going out, grabbing this guy, bringing him back, and because of it, it destroyed their evacuation plans. That woman had to sacrifice herself to save them all because Poe was being stupid and thinking he can save them all himself.
I agree with you there. Like that.
Just never
I understand
listen.
that it was to drive the plot and to connect the characters together, and that they had to find something. But I also agree that Poe, having been a pilot, having been in I guess the armed forces or whatever, it seems very out of character for someone who would be trained not to defy a commanding officer.
Exactly. I mean, he even got yelled at by Leia just a few minutes before he decided to do this plan to go out do this. It's like, dude, don't you learn?
Yeah, and to go away from a tongue lashing from Leia and be like, no, that's fine. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's
What? No, like my
I
issue
liked
with
him
it.
in the first one though. In the first one,
Yeah,
he was
he's
cool
good.
in the Force Awakens, but something happened to him in the Last Jedi that his character started getting really just like.
He had the best moment in Rise of Skywalker, though.
I don't remember much of Rise of Skywalker, so
And
I can't
he
really say
set
anything
the
about it.
What
tone
are
for
you
the.
talking about?
He set the
I saw
tone for the
one
movie at the
scene,
very
that's it.
beginning, where he's like, "Yeah, somehow, Palpatine's alive."
Somehow.
Like,
Yeah, I knew
his
you-
delivery in that movie was just defeated. Like, really, this is the route we're going?
He-
Okay.
It was like Palpatine's return.
He was
somehow.
he was really voicing the audience for that one, I feel.
Yeah.
What I wanted to see with Luke, for them coming back to do the sequel trilogy, was when Ren comes to that planet to find him. He's like in this room. He's floating in the air, rocks rotating around him, he has his eyes closed and his back facing towards her, but he starts talking to her like he knew that, talking to her in her voice and said, "I've been expecting you," and then that's how it cuts off to the credits. That would have been the Luke I wanted to see, not the
It's
the
about damn
lightsaber
time.
over his shoulder, running around, getting milk juice out of some alien
You
creature.
really
And
don't like
I
the
hate that
original,
scene.
do
Yo,
you?
It's
yo,
like-
that listen, that
Ugh.
it was just
It was disgusting. The way how he had it all going down his beard and stuff. It's like, I know he was trying to disgust her so she'd run away, but still, don't do that to Luke.
yeah, they
I wanted Luke to be this all-powerful, cool Jedi. Instead, he's just like this hermit that's. And just all they also had him look and stuff. It's like, Luke, have you bathed in the last like 10 years or so or something? Because you don't look healthy.
I mean, to be fair, his beard and hair would have been a lot longer if he didn't, keep it tight.
That is true. It would have been a
Yeah.
lot.
And I can understand the hermitage because wasn't he?
He felt like he failed because of his actions towards Kylo.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, but
a
he was such a
combination
hopeful
of guilt,
person, though. Like,
light
that wasn't the
PTSD, and wasn't he there like protecting the?
No,
Oh, what the fuck?
no.
You're telling me this guy who in episode 6 was like, "Father, I know there's still good in you," looked at his nephew and was like, "Ah, fuck that, you're done for, buddy." Like,
Well, let's not talk about Luke's writing in episode 6 because
Oh, do I hear a
hate-
soapbox? Please
That-
go on.
That-
That's why we're here. The floor is
hate-
yours.
I hate Luke's writing in episode 6.
I know where this is going.
The
Yeah, we talked about it.
What about
entire
the bridge?
exchange, like the entire exchange between him and Vader, him when he's at Jabba's palace and he's in like, I understand that he's probably trying to intimidate Jabba the Hutt, but the entirety of the writing in episode 6 is cringe to me, especially from Luke's point of view. And I've made this point in the last one
Mhm.
that the bridge scene between him and Leia is exactly on par with shit out of Twilight, and I will die
Yep.
on that hill. It's just cringe. It's
Twilight.
just
I
bad.
always hated
hate
that
it.
scene too.
I hate it. I hated Luke's writing in episode 6.
Well, just the way how he brings it out to her too, saying, I have it, my father has it, my sister has it." And he's looking at her, and it's like any normal person would not pick up on the fact that he is talking about her. She'd be like, "Who's your sister?"
I mean,
Exactly.
in all
Of course she
honesty,
should've
They're just
said,
like,
but-
you're right.
how
like
many
that.
women have?
Always, and when he
No.
said, always
Aside
know,
from
she's
Leia, how many-
always knew. Somehow I always knew. It's like right at that point, I remember that Robot Chicken did a thing where all of a sudden Luke's like, "You always knew. Then what about that kiss you gave me 6 months ago?" It's like, are we from Alabama or something?
Actually, I read that Return of the Jedi took place a year after Episode 5.
Oh yeah, about a year.
There's
Yeah.
just- it's a
Either
time, man.
way.
Either way, it's
You
just
ain't
like
wrong.
you always knew, and you gave me that kind of kiss.
Or how she breaks it to Han, who's like, "You love him, don't you?" And she's like, "Yes, but he's my brother," or whatever. I'm
All
like,
those
what the
videos of like him having the flashbacks to
Uh-huh.
the kiss, and she's smiling up a storm to it. It's just like the goofy music to it. It's the greatest. Also, I'm gonna bring up Bio's point, but I think that's the point to portray his depression of almost giving into the dark side and murdering Kylo, his nephew.
That could be a good reason why Luke started to act that way. Yeah, it could be that he has severe depression because of
That's
how
kind of
he
the point I
almost
was
slipped
making.
up.
And you said
But that
no.
was the thing, man. Like he saw the darkness and like he just
In himself,
he
it's like,
just-
damn it, I'm doing it
Having
again.
depression doesn't make you eat, drink green boob juice from an alien creature.
I think to build
Maybe
off
that's
Move,
why I
bitch.
was depressed.
to build off of Brad's point, I can't remember if they touched it base with it in the movie, but
Oh, he
it
touched
was,
base.
It was like he felt like Bio said that he had failed after all. Like maybe he can't really escape the dark side or the fate of his father, and so he was going to just run off
Well, here's
and
the issue I
avoid
have with that.
all of
too.
it.
So if you go based off of, I guess, the special editions, like he had Anakin's Force Ghost there. Like, you're telling me Anakin didn't just be like, hey, you know, he's doing this. Let me talk to him or something. Like,
Right.
really? Since, you know, Kylo just loved Vader so much.
It's like you think Vader was so great. Hold on a sec, Anakin, come here.
Exactly. Like, that was the.
I mean, it shows that Leia was also Force sensitive. You mean to tell me that she at no point showed up as a ghost to talk to her son and be like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
Listen, boy, slap, 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 slap.
Exactly.
Also-
You really want to talk to your grandfather this badly? Hold on, let me go get him.
Let me go get
We'll
him.
have a family meeting.
Call it an
That's another
intervention.
thing to say I didn't like about The Force Awakens is how Han and Leia are they're exes.
Yeah, it's
Estranged,
like,
yeah.
I wanted
Like,
them
did
to
they
be
ever
married.
explain
I mean, that's how the books was, where they were a happily married couple, and they had 3 kids. Actually, they had.
I know. I
Jason,
always hated that they never touched on that.
Jane and
Jaden.
Anakin.
No,
Yeah, I had Anakin and then.
no. It was Jason, Jaden. Wasn't Jaden one of
Yeah,
them?
they had the twins, and then they had Anakin.
And then Luke
course,
had
with-
his too.
With
Yeah, they
Mara
had a
Jade, which I'm
band.
still mad we never got her in the movies.
Oh, Mara Jade, I know.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Mara Jade in there.
Well, see, it's like I was telling Nate
Give
earlier.
Luke somebody to love.
Yeah, right. No.
Prevent
Maybe
him from
that's,
going into his
that's
little.
why he was fucking depressed badly.
He forgot any.
It's been a long time since I've held a woman.
Oh my god.
the last. Oh, I know it's depression. The last woman that actually gave him a kiss was his sister.
I'm reminded of that that scene from Friends.
That's
You were
good.
my midnight kiss with Rachel? You were my first kiss?
That's good.
What did I marry
Oh,
into?
Just, yeah, but like I was telling Nate earlier, you know, and episode 7 is literally just episode 4 Redux.
It really
It
is.
kind of is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities. The super
But
weapon
it's still a good
and
movie.
a small
feel
little
like
area that-
they did
Yeah,
that
it's
as a
good.
pandering, and that might be why episode 7, while I like it, is just like to me.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
It's-
Like I'm not
it's-
gonna lie, I saw it like 8 times in the theater. It's not
I-
great.
I was so
That seems
upset though
excessive.
with the ending though of that because Han Solo. I was like, come on. I think
Well-
it could have been a better send off. I think, but
I can see why they did it, because I think they were just planning on
Well-
phasing out the legacy characters.
well, Harrison
And-
Ford wanted to have his character die at the end of
Episode
Empire
6.
Strikes Back.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh, really?
It was
Return
Yeah,
of
he,
the
Return of the
my
Jedi.
arc was done at that point.
Yeah, Disney was like, "Hey, buddy, here's how much money you want. We got you. Come back for this movie."
And I was surprised to actually see him in the Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah,
I was kind of
they-
surprising to see him. I was like, whoa, okay.
Well, that's the biggest missed thing in the sequels is they never got the 3 of them together, even for
Yeah.
like a full
I
scene.
know.
Yeah.
Han Solo was
Te-
separate from.
Technically 4 if you want to include Chewie.
Yeah, Chewie too. Yeah.
5
Yeah, I
if you
would
want
have
to
just
include Leia.
seen Mark Ham, would have seen Luke, Leia, and Han all
Yeah.
together in the same area at least one point in those.
And that is one of my favorite moments of Rise of Skywalker. I will say it was cool seeing like Poe, Finn, and Rey. Wow, Poe, Finn, and Rey. Wow, dyslexia.
Words are hard.
I can't talk. Goodbye, everyone. But seeing those 3 kind of go on a mission together was kind of cool. But there are 2 things that Rise of Skywalker just. Aside from Palpatine.
Are we at this part of the list? It's Palpatine. I mean, episode 9.
No.
Let's go.
Here, no.
Oh.
There is no list. We're just winging it.
We're just
We're
you
X-winging it.
asked us to wing it. We're winging it.
Oh no, I'm just talking about episode 9. Are we here?
Of that movie, I just kind of
No, here's-
basically just phased out.
Here's my thing about episode 9. 1,
Honestly,
Palpatine
yeah.
sucked. 2, it was a pacing mess. But
And that's saying something, because 8 had a lot more going on. Like a
It was-
lot.
There was that scene in 9 that I really was kind of upset it could have done better with was when she was laying on the ground, and all those past Jedi start talking to her to tell her to get up.
They should have like physically been there.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that. Would have been then our very first introduction to a live action Ahsoka. And
Could have been
Her
fun.
voice
at
was
least
there.
Windu
technically.
stands
Yeah,
there.
they did use Rosario's voice.
McGregor standing there. Hayden Christensen standing there. Luke standing there. All of them standing there, telling her to get up. But we didn't,
Give me more
we just
Qui-Gon. Give me more Qui-Gon. But
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that too. I mean, they could have, but they really could have really have.
So
sold
what's
that scene
one thing
big.
that the Last Jedi like? Go with me here.
Well, Last Jedi or Rise of
Hold
Skywalker?
on. What is one thing that the Last Jedi did not have that the rest of the movies did have?
J.J. Abrams.
What didn't they have?
Lightsaber on lightsaber combat. Lightsabers did not clash in The Last Jedi. That being said, they felt like they needed to make up for that in Episode 9, and it was weird.
Did they not in episode 8? It's that
No.
shows you how long it's been since I've watched
No,
that one.
no. The only like real lightsaber action that was in there was when Kylo and Rey teamed up to take out Snoke's guards.
That's right. Yeah.
I was about to say that's the only time I can remember a duel happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
And they were
or
just kinda
the,
like- Building
But
off each
the-
other.
I would have liked to have
but the
seen
rise
more
of the Rise of Skywalker had like 6 duels.
Yeah,
They had
sure
6
did.
different fights.
You know, what with the Force Ghost fight with Luke in battle? Didn't you say one time you're like, that's literally the fucking lightsaber that just got exploded? How did he not notice that or whatever? Somebody said that. It might have been battle or it might not have been.
Someone mentioned that like they didn't understand why Rey had the lightsaber fixed in Episode 9 when it got ripped in half in Episode 8.
Yeah,
Leia
Kylo
was there.
was literally. Yeah, that's true.
Leia was there. She helped Rey fix the lightsaber. Boom, that plot hole's done. But the
Yeah.
other thing about the Rise of Skywalker that I absolutely hated, that I don't remember them really touching on, is yes, Kylo and Rey apparently had some sort of connection. How does that connection transport physical items?
It just does, man. They're the
Like the
what
scene-
hell was it?
Midichlorians
the
can
scene-
do all.
The scene when Rey put her hand behind her back with the lightsaber, like she's about to strike down Palpatine, and then raises her hand and the lightsaber's gone, and suddenly Kylo's got it in his hand on the other side of the fucking planet.
That just reminded me of
Like, what?
Well, that's like how that water splashed on them, and when they were connecting in The Last Jedi, when she was inside that hut.
It's because they were the dyad or whatever the hell it was called.
That don't explain shit to me.
No, that just reminds me.
I'm stupid, okay? You gotta dumb it down for me.
Well, no, you're fine, Nate. You're the ultimate fail of Snoke, and then that fucking scene. He's like, I see it. He's gonna strike you down.
And then he's in half. Which, by the way, talk about a wasted. Just oh my. Captain Kenny, I just want.
Yeah,
It's supposed to
Justice
be
for Andy
all-
Serkis.
I would have loved to have seen more Captain Phasma, though.
She got just.
I know. I would have loved to have seen a lot more of her because they
People say
played her
that
off as
Poe-
this bad
Like, not Poe.
stormtrooper.
People
and
say
then-
that Foe. I can't talk for shit.
Oh.
Finn got the short end of the stick. I think Captain
Of
Phasma
the
did.
main characters, yeah.
Yeah,
Of the
she-
main
They
characters, yes.
literally turned her into a joke. You got a trash compactor or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Oh,
But-
Lord.
Anyway, just no. Sequel trilogy, I see where you're going for 4, and you kind of suck at it. Because
What is
the part that got me is there was no like one consistent story, because the original trilogy had one, the prequels had it, the sequels were just here's one. Are they supposed
Yeah.
to
To be fair,
wait? Are they supposed to connect? Oh yeah, it's like giving someone like a mega
I
block
have to say,
a
one thing I have
Lego-
to say,
and
What's
a
that
Lincoln
about?
log and say connect these.
The original trilogy had a continuing villain in every single one. Darth Vader, Darth Vader, Darth Vader.
Palpatine.
The prequels had Darth Maul, Count Dooku, and then Darth Vader. I think it would have been really a really nice way of doing it is had Darth Maul through all of them. Being that one...
Kenobi.
You watched the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna say this right now. The TV shows is the best Star Wars media.
Right now, yeah. It's so
No,
coherent.
it's not right now. It's how it's
Haven't
like.
seen any of the shows.
You need to watch the shows because they're fucking great.
Look, Heroes has been telling me the same thing.
Bella, you really got to watch The Mandalorian.
Bad at TV.
You got to watch The Mandalorian. You have to see The Mandalorian.
And the Clone Wars, and
Rebels.
Rebels, and the Bad Batch, and like all
Yes,
the rest.
Bad Batch.
With that.
Okay. You know what? No, like, I didn't like Book of Boba Fett. I didn't like Book of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, where?
I haven't seen the Book of Fett yet. I've been busy with Star Trek stuff right now, so
Of course, you
Star
have.
Trek takes over.
Well, when you watch it, you will understand that.
Here's the thing about Book of Boba Fett, and I'm gonna say this flat out. I don't care. It proves that Boba Fett is an overrated character because he was the worst part of that show.
But where?
I feel that same way about all the hype around the character from his 5 to 10 minutes of screen time and
Empire
movies
Strikes
that he was
Back.
in. I couldn't understand why everyone was so stoked, but I also didn't read any of the lore books.
Yeah, because that's where his hype came from. Is from the books and the comics that came out between the movies.
Yeah,
Actually, well, how he
I
was
haven't
in.
seen or read any of that, so I'm just like, why is everyone just so...
You want to know about how
attached?
big Boba Fett was is because of the Shadows of the Empire novel.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
but it's just
That's another thing. I want Dash Rendar to show up in the extended universe at some point.
I just
I'd
want
love
to
to
see
see
like,
him in one of those.
I just want to see a live action Thrawn.
Oh, we're gonna get that.
Oh, we're gonna get that,
Oh, I
especially
know.
since they've already introduced him in the animated.
Oh, I know he's gonna be in Ahsoka. Like he's gonna be in Ahsoka.
Oh, yeah.
I am ready for that because Rebels.
Speaking of, do we know when, like the big Star Wars celebration is this month? Because that's where we're supposed to get Jedi Fallen Order 2 announced. We're supposed to get all the info on like Ahsoka casting and everything.
Good question. Today would have been the day they would have done it, right? But no.
Yeah, I mean we got the new Obi-Wan trailer, which by the way, we got 2
I'm
trailers
sick.
and not a single blue lightsaber ignition. What?
Still though, I'm all hyped for it now. That really got me going.
Granted,
Well,
I pretty much know when we're doing the the lightsaber ignition. I guarantee you, we're gonna see that his lightsaber ignite in one occasion, and it's gonna be the fight.
Could be, but like it's the whole thing. Is like
Unless he
just
fights
the
an Inquisitor, which that'd be
Inquisitors
fun.
It
He
just
would-
ignite. They just
He would
ignite his
smoke
lightsaber.
the Inquisitors, though.
It'll be in the very last episode. He ignites his lightsaber at the very end of it there, and then it cuts out and say, "You make up your own idea of what happens."
We need an Indiana Jones Codpast. It's on the list.
Is it?
Uh huh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Indiana Jones is on the list. If it's not,
Harrison
if
Ford
it's not, I'll
needs
put it on
money.
there.
As long as we can just destroy Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay,
I'm all for that.
okay. I was gonna give you 2 options. We were either going to ignore its existence, or we were going to rip it a new one.
I'm gonna rip it a new one.
Bet.
It's fine until the last 20 minutes.
No, the fuck it's not, because Shia LaBeouf shows up in the first 20.
Shrek
Shia
do
LaBeouf
not
isn't-
like.
The movie lost
Shia
me when
LaBeouf isn't the worst part of that movie.
he put himself inside that lead-lined refrigerator.
Yeah, the fridge.
That
He
was
would have been, every bone in his body would have been broken from the forces of him flying through the air like that.
Well, you know,
And
the
it
force
hitting the ground
protected
and
him.
spinning around and stuff, he would have been dead.
Hey guys, look at the chat real quick.
Shrek's like.
Oh, Shreks, come on.
Shrek's
I
like
liked the movie up until the aliens. Like,
The
Will I watch it
aliens,
again? Probably
I'm not
not.
entirely against. What killed me was, Shia LaBeouf auditioning for Tarzan.
Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Do
the
it.
special
Fight me.
effects on that killed me.
One other thing my brother said is that they were still trying to go with how
Hold on a second.
How
Hold
the
on a second.
series
Hold on a
were.
second. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Uh-oh, what's up?
Shrix, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to schedule the podcast for Indiana Jones on a day that you can be on it and you can defend your case.
Ooh, there you go.
But what I have to say is, my brother was saying about how the first 3 Indiana Jones was based after adventure pulp novels that were of the 30s, whereas with the Crystal Skull took place in the early 50s or late 40s, which at that point was sci-fi pulp novels that were around.
Wasn't that
at
in
that
like
time.
the late, in like the...
Shrek just sit back to
No, it was
Star
around the
Shrek,
time
this
after,
is-
just right after
We're just
Roswell, which was
talking.
in the
We're
late
just talking.
40s.
We're fine.
Right after Roswell, the New Mexico thing that happened in the late 40s, it got all sci-fi all over the place, and a lot of the novels started to turn towards sci-fi rather than adventure, and that's why the Crystal Skull had more of a sci-fi twist to it, because it was going with what was the pulp culture at that time, the pop
Yeah.
culture.
You want to know one of my favorite like memes about Star Wars and Indiana Jones? Is Indiana Jones going through like a temple and finding like Han Solo in like cryo?
That's pretty good.
or like sees him yeah, or him like in the case in the carbonite.
You know what I said?
Yeah. That timeline doesn't match.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It's a fan theory. It works.
Fan theories now. It would be Han Solo
Well,
funny.
there's everyone is always saying about how
Yeah.
the beginning of Star Wars, it says a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That doesn't necessarily mean for us.
Yeah, that's true.
It was for the narrator talking about it, because George Lucas says when he created that line was because of how a lot of old fantasy books had in a kingdom far, far away a long time ago. He wanted to do it the same way. It could be that we haven't even gone to the Star Wars era yet, but the guy who's narrating, telling the story of Star Wars, for him it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
So you're telling me the dude's immortal? Got it.
They never really indicate exactly where in time or where it actually takes place. It's just it's supposed to be for you to just fantasize about.
So here's a question that I
you
really
got?
want to dive into, and she can answer when she gets back.
The narrator's cue. Oh yeah, let's connect to Star Wars. Narrator's cue. Yep.
Boom.
It's a long time ago.
Who is a character in the film franchise that you believe is completely like you wish they had more in the series?
More in this series? I know it would take away from everything, but definitely Jen. Loved her character so much.
I love her.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon, yeah, definitely.
I want to see, like we got the Marvel What If, which I recently watched, and it is freaking-tastic.
I told you.
I know. Shush,
What if
shush,
Qui-Gon raised Anakin?
Yeah, what if Qui-Gon survived the fight with Maul?
Oh yeah, that would have been.
He would have shut down like Palpatine in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
He would have
been
put
able to tell that it was him before all of that.
like hell. I believe there's a theory going around, again theories, where he suspected Palpatine. I could be wrong, but I remember reading somewhere that he was suspicious that there was like a mole, and like his quest was to find said mole. And I don't know, I could be wrong about that. Maybe that's just me wanting that to happen.
Be good.
But
It's literally like, if you look at it from not like the what if, but it's so hilarious because the main thing they talk about is like the arrogance of the Jedi. And in episode 2, fucking Count Dooku literally says, "Hey, yeah, there's a Sith there, all this."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, impossible." I'm like,
The Jedi would have been no. Obi-Wan, I love you, but stop hiding behind the Jedi.
like he literally
Oh.
told them, he was like, "Hey,
I love Obi-Wan, but he is so to the rules. By the
Speaking
way,
of Count Dooku, I love this meme that I saw where when Anakin confronts Count Dooku in Revenge of the Sith, saying, "I have doubled in power since I've last met you," and Dooku goes, "Still, double times zero is still zero."
Yeah. By the way, Bella, the question was, what character in the franchise do you feel was like underutilized or you wish it could have done more?
Shreks, I
your
agree
answer's
with you.
Rose.
Mace Windu.
Hey,
I didn't hear
Samuel
the
L.
question.
is advocating for it battle, so it's a possibility.
No, I heard about the fact that he might still be alive. I heard that theory.
I hope it's not. I
Yeah.
hated Mace Windu.
You hated
But-
Mace Windu.
He was an ass.
Come on, he had a purple lightsaber. How can you hate
He
that?
was an asshole.
But Samuel L., man, like he
Okay,
he's
fine.
advocating.
Okay, fine. He was a motherfucker.
There you go.
I missed the question.
But no,
Nate.
the
What-
question was, who is a character in the Star Wars franchise that you feel should have had more screen time or they should have done more with? My answer was Qui-Gon Jinn. Because
Probably
there's-
gonna have to say Finn, or
Rose.
agree with Shrix and say Rose.
No.
Because
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
because the sequels had a lot of side characters that didn't get a chance to get fleshed out in the movies.
Mhm.
And I think one of the reasons why I liked 8 so much is because we got to see
More side
Not-
characters.
we got to see shenanigans with the side characters.
I agree with you
Or-
about with girls
Or
and stuff.
the kid, building off of that, or the kid with the broom.
Oh, you mean
I think it was-
they did
Right.
absolutely nothing with?
Went nowhere.
Like what was that about? I want to see if that actually would have gone somewhere.
Also, fun fact: Rise of Skywalker is the only Star Wars movie I never saw in theaters.
I never saw any of them in theaters.
The biggest issue with the sequels, and it's not like they didn't have a plan per se. We'll never know. Like,
Oh, that's
the,
part of it,
uh, the director stuff is what really tripped those movies up because it's like, hey,
Yeah.
do this, and that, and because like I know I said this in the other the Codpast, like I would have loved to have seen the Colin Trevorrow cut. Of
Oh my
episode
god! And it was actually called Duel of the Fates.
9. It was like a million times better than what we got.
Anything's better than what we got.
I have to say that the original trilogy really did not have a lot of women in it. It was just Leia and
Yeah.
Mon Mothra.
and
And
like
I remember Mad Magazine.
random people.
Mad Magazine was talking about that when
Well, they had the
They were-
Twi'leks.
Luke is saying, Leia's my sister, and Obi-Wan's like, your instinct serves you well, and it's like, no, it's just she's the only other woman in this series. It had to be her.
I mean, it's like I have two to choose from, bro. I mean,
Yeah. It's her or the random commander in episode like
nope.
Guys.
It's the Twilight dancing for Jabba. She's got to be my sis, right?
Hey, you forgot about the ultimate woman in the original trilogy battle,
What's that?
Aunt Beru, who got fried.
Oh, she was so hot.
for
Uncle
shame.
Hey, they were really
She
hot,
was
man.
toasty. She was toasty.
I mean, any planet with 3 suns, or however the fuck many Tatooine has.
I will never go to Tatooine.
No wonder
No.
Vader
I
hates
understand.
her so fucking
Not
much.
even just just to check it out. Just say you've been.
No,
Take a handful of sand. Say this is Tatooine sand. I've been there.
no, I'm good. I am good.
Can
No,
Can we
that's
talk
something
about
we should ask.
sand?
What kind of planet would you all like to have gone to in the Star Wars universe
But-
that are in the movies?
You know what's funny is you totally just derailed what we were going to do here because I was about to bring up planets.
Oh, okay.
I don't think derailed is the proper answer. You just read my mind. Stop it.
I have to say Coruscant would be my favorite to go to.
Oh,
I
man,
have a
that was
thing
rough.
for urban landscaping. I love.
Okay,
And
there's
I just
urban,
love urban.
and there's urban.
Yeah, I know, but still, just the upper levels. I know I don't want to go to the lower levels, like
You
level.
want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life.
Buy some death sticks.
I could go for a
I
death stick right now.
I think I'd have to stick with my original answers, either the Forest Moon of Endor or I can't keep wanting to call it Cloud City. I can't remember.
Bespin.
Bespin.
It's been
Yeah.
Go
That'd
to
be a good
Hoth.
one.
Give me the snow. I like
All the
cold. I don't
snow.
like that cold.
yeah, I
Wanna say
don't
hydrate?
get cold,
Wait.
but no.
Oh, Mama said hydrate.
The Wookiee planet, yeah,
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk.
Chic.
Pretty.
Kashyyyk.
Hug
That would be
Wookiees.
kind of cool. If you want to hug Wookiees.
Y'all don't want to go to
Sure,
Mustafar?
I'm good, bro. I'm Gucci. I'm good, bro.
But they give good bear hugs, Nate.
So do
I don't know
What's
if
your
I want
point?
to go to the Forest Moon of Endor because before the whole thing with Return of the Jedi, Ewoks ate people.
Point in case. Where did they get the
They
dress?
have a barbecue pit that would, if you bought their play set back in the time when the Last Jedi came out, there was a barbecue pit for humans in the play set.
Not only that, where did
It
they
said
get the
human-
dress?
that.
It
that
said
Leia was
human
wearing?
human barbecue pit.
I
And
love
all
that.
those stormtrooper helmets you see them playing with at the end song
What do you
was
think they were
because they just were
barbecuing?
done eating done eating the stormtroopers that they.
They're the bad guys. It's fine.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
okay
still,
to eat
I don't
them,
think I
it's
want to be
okay.
around a bunch of well, they're not cannibals because they're not human, but I don't think I want to be around a bunch of funny teddy bears that will eat me.
Why
Yeah,
am
I
I
don't
just
care.
thinking of gremlins?
You're not-
Don't beat him after midnight. Don't get him wet.
Yeah, there was like a thing where they were saying like Ewoks are so cute and stuff, and then they show Ewok looking at a human and says what the stormtroopers saw at their last moment, and you see Ewok with his mouth fully open, and you see all these razor sharp teeth,
Covered in
and
blood.
it's like that just destroyed it for
Either
me.
way.
I liked the Ewoks when I was younger.
I
They're
never
still
liked him,
adorable.
honestly.
I just thought that it was kind of weird how a primitive race can take out a bunch of technologically advanced
The top
army with a bunch of logs and rocks.
Then MacGyver did, bro.
Like that armor did nothing to protect them from those rocks.
Under the rocks.
Guerrilla warfare.
Also plot
They knew
armor.
the planet better than
Yeah,
the.
that's true though. They did know the environment.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Never
took out,
underestimate the primitives. Accurate.
Took out the
That and
AT-ATs
those
with the
logs
logs
weighed
or whatever.
tons.
Yeah, and I could see how two of them could have smashed that.
Yeah.
I have to say, I feel sorry for those people that were inside that set. That thing got pancaked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite planet's Naboo.
Never underestimate the premise.
What is it, Nate?
My favorite planet design's Naboo.
Yeah, it's fair.
Naboo's nice. I do like those waterfalls. I do
Yeah.
love my waterfalls. That is definitely a planet that is.
Which
that
my
has a
answer
lot of
goes
water.
into this question I'm just going to throw out there. What's your favorite, like, starfighter?
Ooh, I have to say the B-wing. The B-wing was always my favorite.
I don't know enough of the designs.
What was your favorite ship?
Probably
I don't know enough of the designs.
the favorite ship? Oh well, you obviously got the Falcon, but as of late,
I'm an Evan Hawk
probably
fan, bro.
what is it?
I'm an Evan Hawk fan, bro.
No, you're gonna call me crazy, but as of late, for like smaller ship,
The
probably
Naboo starfighter?
No, the Razor Crest. I like the Razor Crest, but as far as like main ships, definitely the Executor.
Whose ship was
Vader's
that? Oh,
flagship.
okay.
Yeah,
I got to go with the Naboo starfighter.
it is
That
kind.
thing-
It is kind of nice.
I don't know why, but I like the yellow.
Like that Executor class of ships, like I know Empire, I guess it does a kind of justice, but like those that's the openings, or no. When you get to the space and it's like here's the Star Destroyers and then this fucking humongous thing that's like puts them the same.
Do I have
You're
yellow?
like, what's yellow? Oh, the lights. Yeah, and they're like they're like the asteroids, Lord Vader. We can't. He's like, nope, fuck it, just keep
It's
going.
like, Lord Vader, the asteroids. I don't give a fuck. Do it.
That's yellow.
It's white.
Don't. You want to see green?
Sure.
You're gonna turn it to the Hawk.
What I'm seeing is Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber green.
There you
That's
go.
teal to me.
What I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
that's-
What I'm seeing is
That's the
Qui-Gon
same
Jinn
color as my
green
shirt.
lightsaber.
That's fair.
Well, that's just like with the captain on her streams. Her purple night cover is the exact same color as her blue night
So I'll
cover.
go orange.
It's just said as the cameras do not translate colors very well.
I know, it's stupid. I honestly want to get one of those galaxy lights that you see on TikTok.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Strix
Sir-
is very.
I have a little interesting.
It's not my
topic.
fault. This is as yellow as I can get, bro. Don't look
What
at me.
is a scene you think is awesome in the movies, but could have been taken out, and the movie would have been still just fine? For me, it would be episode 1, the pod race.
I hate you.
I love the pod race, but it could be taken out of the movie, and it would have still been just fine.
I hate you.
I don't think the pod race holds up at all.
Wow, we were
This is
super
me.
stuck
I like the pod
opinions
race.
until we get to pod
But
race.
that's because I was raised with NASCAR, so that's probably why I.
Not that, I
like it
just
so
don't
much.
think it holds up that well. Like every time I watch that movie, it's like that's the part that I have to struggle through. It's like this is pod racing. Like
I do like
He
the game,
doesn't
though,
say that
pod
during
racer,
that
though.
part.
I know,
He says it
But
at the end.
I know he says it at the end,
I
but
like the pod
it's
race, it
the
was cool.
emphasis.
I like the pod race. It was cool.
It's such a slug to get through.
Well, I
that
like the
part.
pod race too, Nate. I'm saying I like the pod race, but I'm just saying that it did nothing really for the movie to move it forward. They could have cut out like 3/4 of that.
It was a fun sequence, and it was excellent.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm
Alright.
just saying that they could have taken it out of the movie and it still would have been fine. I'm talking about
What the
whole scenes
Strix?
that was in a movie, but you could take it out and the movie would still be just fine. I think that was a really. I think of each movie, there's a certain part you could take out.
Tricks?
You good, buddy?
He's like, "Don't mind me."
We will hug you.
Okay, Shreks.
Tricks, you're minded just a little bit.
Do we need to go to North Carolina? I know where you live.
And bop him? Yes. Well, we know where you work.
I know where he lives.
Oh, bet.
I don't know, it's tough to say what you could take out of
Rise of Skywalker, all of it.
No, that's all of it. Yeah, just delete it.
Honestly, just take out the whole sequels. Just be done with it.
Yeah, it's like some of them. Like
Well,
they
they're
don't
trying to.
exist.
Disney is trying to say that those sequel trilogy never happened.
They keep saying that they want to redo the sequels. I'm like, I will believe it when I see it.
Yeah, same here. I do like what
Oh,
they're doing
said
right
this
now, though,
before.
with
I will
Mandalorian
say,
and all that stuff. I really like what they're doing with right now with what's staying closer to the original trilogy.
Yeah, that's fair too.
but at the same time, there's
Do the
so much you can do
sequels.
with the original trilogy.
Well, hey, I just have to say, I'm not going to say what is the surprise guest in The Mandalorian and in the Book of Boba Fett since Belle hasn't seen it, but I have to say,
Oh, I already know.
oh, you know about the special
well,
guest
Shrix
star?
doesn't know.
Oh, Shrek doesn't know? Okay, well then I'm not going to say anything then. But I have to say, with seeing that, it brings in a lot more possibilities. He did
I
an excellent job of that.
Well, how scary it is that they can do that is really wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
I want
'cause
to say it's
how
going to be
believable it
very
is.
difficult to redo
Say
the
all you
sequel
want.
trilogy.
But, okay, so when Luke Skywalker showed up,
yeah, it was. I have to say,
that
They-
was
yeah, I think they did
honestly like when he
in the
showed up.
Book of Boba Fett in Mandalorian.
Well, the Mandalorian part, like we were talking earlier about it, whenever like the Empire, myths and legends. Moff Gideon's like he fucking knows. He like that was the most scared he had ever been.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like he was like, oh, I know who that is. Nope, we're not.
I know who
doing
that
this."
is, and I am fucked.
Yeah, he looked scared. That's why he was going to kill himself at that one moment because he did not want to face.
And like how reminiscent that scene is of the Rogue One scene with Vader, with the Death Troopers or whatever.
Oh.
I was like, yeah.
I will
Dark
say
Troopers.
one of
Or
my
Dark
favorite
Troopers.
memes
was-
is it. We keep bringing up the Rogue One hallway fight. The first top picture is Vader. I killed people in a hallway, and the bottom picture is Darth Maul. Bitch, I killed people with a hallway.
With the whole way. Yeah.
That
Yeah, that's true.
that scene of when he's destroying those Dark Troopers. When I heard that they were called Dark Troopers in there, suddenly I'm just like, they're bringing in Dark Troopers. They were in Dark Forces, that video game Dark Forces. That's where Kyle Katarn gets introduced. Are we going to see Kyle soon? Still haven't seen him, but I'm hopeful. They're
I'm
bringing
not.
in Dark Troopers. They might bring in Kyle.
It'd be
Can we
cool,
talk
but
about
that'd be a
what
lot.
the
but
hell the point of the
Book of Boba Fett?
Cassian series is going to be?
There is no point to that show.
That's
I have-
already gotten renewed for a season 2, I think.
What are you talking about?
The main guy from Rogue One, Cassian.
Cassian Andor.
He's getting his own show?
He's getting
What?
two
Oh, yeah,
seasons.
2
of it.
seasons.
Huh. Okay. Wait, does this mean we get more of
K2SO
his
probably.
bot?
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
I'm okay with that.
Well, that's cool, but going back to what I was giving Dakota shit about earlier. Talking about content that has no business being made and makes no sense and is like irrelevant is Cassian.
Yeah, honestly, the most interesting thing about him was
Established
his
in Rogue
droid.
One.
No, it was his droid.
Yeah,
Like
his
Donnie
droid.
Yen's character and Alan Tudyk's character were
Well,
probably the most interesting part.
I like
of
Jen. She was
the-
the main girl. I liked her. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's like the whole thing, like,
outside
'cause
of
it'll
her.
be, pre, I guess, Rogue One. It has to be. Like,
I mean, obviously
that
he
was-
died in Rogue One.
that was his whole character development
It's
in
gonna be
that movie. Like, pre that, he was just like, yeah, this or whatever,
Like I honestly don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
I don't
They're
know.
gonna
'cause I
have-
didn't
They're
like
gonna have to do
his
something to
character.
bring it in. Like, they will.
Oh yeah.
So
They'll have
I
somebody
know
crazy show up.
I love how we're just randomly talking about TV shows. This is fine. So that being said, who watched
Shows the TV shows have more interest to us than the movies.
the Visions anime series?
I did not.
I watched the
that.
first one, the one with kind of a samurai aspect to it, but I haven't watched any of the other ones just yet.
You said it was okay, Nate. I know you watched it.
I said it was like it had some good episodes and it had some episodes I did not like at all.
What do you think about that first one, though, Nate? The one with the samurai.
I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I
like the visual aspect, how it was all like kind of black and white except certain elements, kind of like a Sin City
Yeah.
type feel to it.
There was like 3 episodes that I really liked.
That's good.
Um,
Is it like 9 or 10?
I
Or
think
is
there's
it
like
more?
9 episodes. 3 of them I hated, and I want to say it's
Oh, that's more than 50%.
yeah. So it's worth watching.
That's good. I'll have to check it out.
What was I gonna bring up? It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. I'm looking at my notes that I made because I made notes for whatever reason. Why are you gonna have
Just to have
notes?
a general idea
Was
of where you
Why
want
are
to
you
go.
going
be any notes? Nate?
Why would I want to make notes about a podcast that I'm supposed to be winging it? I'm doing a bad job of this. I'm a horrible streamer. I'm a horrible podcast host. Don't you do it?
Nate.
I know what you're doing. Stop it.
Nate,
Stop
we
it.
know why you were like this.
You can't do that! I'm a Virgo!
He's a Virgo.
I hate you.
I love you.
No, the
Oh,
fuck you don't.
Lord.
But anyway, your favorite lightsaber battle / moment, excluding Duel of the Fates.
Oh, you.
He's
I
like,
have
damn
to
it.
Because that wasn't going to be it.
Well, I know these two, and the Duel of the Fates is going to be up there. So I want to
Yeah,
make
it
it.
is up
I
there.
want to make it challenging. I want you guys to think.
Well, I have to say I like the fan remaster of the original lightsaber battle from A New Hope, but I know that's not in the
That's a good
movie.
one.
I
That's a
would
good
like that is so
I love
good.
that fan redo of that.
The
That was so
question
well done.
tricked was outside of Duel of Fates. What is your favorite lightsaber battle?
/ moment.
I have to
Yeah.
say the next one. I know Nate's not gonna like me saying this, but I have to say the Revenge of the Sith fight.
I mean, okay, the first half of the
Oh,
fight
wait,
was
no,
so good.
No. I take that back. Yoda's fight with Count Dooku. 'Cause
Ooh,
that
that's a
came
good
out
one.
of nowhere, and boy, he became like a pinball inside that room,
Yeah, that's a good one.
bouncing all over the place. I was like, that's why he walks so slow and stuff. He's just keeping his energy wound up because if he didn't let it go, he's like Sonic. He's just gonna go bounce all over the place.
Y'all want to see me lose a friend right now?
Uh-oh.
Who are you talking about?
Hey, battle.
What?
That is my least favorite fight in the franchise.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
I hated that. Like, as a kid, I thought it was cool, but looking back on it, like, it's just weird to me. And
Well,
honestly,
what
I
the-
agree
I think
with
it might mostly because the CGI didn't age very well.
What
Yeah.
about the Palpatine fighting Yoda?
I didn't like that.
You just don't like Yoda, do you?
No.
Oh, you're
Honestly, Yoda isn't one of my favorite characters, so I get it.
I love what he stands for. But I don't know. I'm weird.
Man's is only 900. Give him a break.
I mean, he
was
doesn't stand very much at all.
He was
because-
moving good for 900.
that was
Yeah.
something I have to say that
Also, I agree with
Reason why
Strix, Finn and Rey versus Kylo in Episode 7.
that is good.
That was a good
See,
fight.
I was going to go along that vein. Visually, Rey and Kylo versus Snoke's people in Episode 8.
That
was
had a lot of
I
cool
love that
moments.
scene.
Yeah.
That had a lot of
That was
cool
good.
moments in it.
But when you were just saying about Yoda being 900, reminds me of the novel Courtship of Princess Leia. And they find the old Jedi training ship crashed on that planet, and Luke was scouring through it and stuff, and he was talking to one of the sisters of one of the Night Witches, and she said, "I knew Yoda," and he was like, "Oh, really?" She was like, "Yeah, boy, was he a firecracker 300 years ago." And I'm just like, Luke says, and it said Luke suddenly just said that he just wished that he can just scream at that moment when that visual hit his mind. It's just like,
You know what that brings to mind? You know what that brings to
God.
mind? One of my friends in high school had the CD of just random shit on it. And
I
one of the
don't know.
skits was, yeah, you're not gonna like where this is going. One of the skits, I believe it was a Howard Stern call,
God.
Oh no.
and the topic that came up was things Yoda would say in bed.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about like on Howard Stern's.
That's
Was it that
definitely
image?
Howard Stern's thing.
Ready not you are.
Slip into what's for the wound.
A lot of people say the reason why he talked that way is because he's 900 years old and, things are just trying to get switched around in his head.
Yeah.
Like 300 years ago, he talked normally.
Yeah, exactly.
I came back to bad Yoda impressions. Listen.
I mean,
Let me tell you about me and my Yoda impressions. So I was at, like, one of the people that at church that I was like obsessed with. Like, he was like a big brother to me. I stayed the night at his house one night, and we were watching this thing called Thumb Wars.
Oh, I love Thumb Wars.
It was this Star Wars parody where it's like all the characters are like thumbs.
With the face on them. Kind of like think of the face on annoying orange.
Yeah, something like
Just
that.
the two eyes in the mouth on the back, on the front of the thumb. And,
Yeah.
and they're just moving around. I love
why
Thumb
did
Wars.
you have to remind me that existed?
Because we're sitting there watching it, and he and I like doing voices back and forth. Well, he didn't know I could do Yoda, or at least
no.
an interpretation of Yoda. And I've seen this movie once in my life, and this sticks out to me, and it stuck with me. It was the moment when the Yoda character showed up, and he's like, "What are you?"
A puppet I am. Hand goes into puppet. Make puppet talk. Yes.
Well, I said that after the movie said it. He paused the movie and said, "What did you just say?" It's like, "Do it again."
Again to what?
And he just died laughing. He was like, "Dude, that is so great."
It is a pretty good Yoda impersonation, I have to say.
You do a really good Yoda. That's just a very bad question.
That laugh, Nate, is what gets me. That is what gets me, is that laugh. You do have a perfect Yoda laugh.
But what was I gonna? Oh, going back to Yoda. On a more serious note. I think
Serious?
Why so
We're
serious?
chaos here. We're not serious. We're chaos.
I'm ready to answer the question too. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can't wait to hear your answer. But first, going back to Battle's answer, and my disdain for his answer, I think it's because I'm weird.
Yes.
Because I prefer like in my head, I always prefer seeing like like people of like normal like at similar height fighting, and anytime like a scenario like Yoda fights, like it just feels weird for me, and I can
That makes
never
sense.
and I can never fully get behind that concept. And so just seeing Yoda fight like that, it just feels weird
It's
to me
advantage, though, man.
because on the other side of it,
I thought the high ground was.
Hey,
the
are you
advantage.
against short people?
yes, I'm sizist. Um,
It's okay. I'll kick him in the shins. It's the highest part of him I can reach.
but the other thing about it is, in my mind, Yoda's always been the non-confrontational character. He always found like a non-violent solution, and so
Well, that-
seeing him actually, I know.
No, you don't know what I'm going to say. Remember what he says to Luke the first time he meets Luke? He says, a warrior, instead of looking for a great warrior, he says, war does not make one great.
Yeah. So the idea of him picking up his lightsaber and actually fighting, one, that should be awesome, but just in my mind, it doesn't work. I'm weird, okay? Don't sit
No,
there and
it's
don't
fair.
sit there and judge me.
No, I
I
understand.
see y'all's faces.
No, my face was me just making a realization of, oh wow, Luke turned into a hermit just like Yoda did. Like, I don't know why it took until now to realize that, but that was just that was that.
That's kind of true.
Just
Anyway.
remind me of
So you
that
can
now.
say that The Last Jedi had some of the Empire Strikes Back in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the sequel trilogy was definitely nostalgia pandering, and I could see the
Oh, yeah.
similarities in it.
Yeah.
Every single one had similarities to the other one, especially the huge giant fleet and the Skywalker, Palpatine being there, being taken
Yeah.
down by the fresh young
Oh,
Jedi that
God.
just
Yeah,
got there. Yeah,
Hey,
there's a
Battle,
lot.
that's the closest we'll get to a proper live action Assault on Earth live action. In Mass Effect. In terms of the
Shoot.
scale of the fleet.
Don't get me started on that.
But
Oh,
anyway, Dakota, what's your answer to the best lightsaber moment?
God. Oh man. So I
Because
had to
you've been,
really.
you've been sitting there for like 5 minutes. I want to answer this.
No, I had to really think about it. So that's a good one. So if you're eliminating Duel of Fates, then it's the other duel in that movie, the Grievous duel.
You realize Duel of the Fates is in episode 1, right?
Oh, fuck, you're talking about that one. Okay. I was thinking Anakin and Obi-Wan.
That's the Battle of the Brothers.
Yeah.
Which also, by the way, speaking of Grievous, that's another reason I don't like that movie, is because he disappointed me.
How did he disappoint you?
I was kind of disappointed too. They were building him up to be this big, giant, awesome
And
villain.
he was a
and
coward.
He gets killed by a Jedi
You see
wielding
a
a blaster.
character
That's the worst way to go. Being killed
portrayed
by a
as-
Jedi who's using a blaster.
No, man, you go by I know we were talking about the extended universe. You go by the extended universe stuff, he was a monster.
And we
He
didn't
was
get...
the one. What was it, Nate?
No. I was just going to say, like, that's not the Grievous we got.
Oh, no, it's
No.
not. But, like, in the extended universe, Windu fought him 2 or 3 times and said, fuck that, never again. So, like, to put that much fear in Windu is ridiculous.
Exactly. And then, like, in the movies, he's portrayed as a coward. I want to say, like, one of my favorite fights was Obi-Wan versus Grievous in Clone Wars.
That was a good one, too.
I believe,
Yeah.
I believe they had a good fight. If I remember right.
Dooku had some good fights in there, too.
My favorite fight is Obi-Wan and Ventress teaming up against Maul and Savage.
Or the Maul and Palpatine fight.
Oh,
If you want to call it that.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Bella, did you answer the favorite lightsaber?
the one from episode 8.
Ah.
Episode 8, man. I don't know, or if we're going to animate it, I like Ezra and Kanan versus Vader. That was pretty good. Or the Ahsoka Vader fight. in that.
Oh,
That
Ahsoka
was
Vader
really-
was so good.
That was
but,
good too. I
um,
forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't
That
there a
was-
fight
that was
where Obi-Wan and Adi Gallia team up against Savage and Maul.
Hmm,
Isn't that where Adi Gallia dies?
so I don't.
Also, spoilers. Sorry.
I don't know. People die in Star Wars.
No.
Shocking.
What were we talking about? That? Oh man, I forgot about that. The final the final Obi-Wan and Maul confrontation. That's such a fantastic 2-minute scene.
Yeah, and the fight was like 3 seconds. But you want to talk? No. The best fight in Clone Wars is Ahsoka versus Maul.
That's good too. But I like the Obi-Wan one because if you dig into it, like he uses Qui-Gon's stance
Mm-hmm.
to kind of bait Maul, and then
Yeah.
yeah, he
Block,
Took him
kill. But
Yeah,
Sam
the first-
Witwer just.
Kenobi.
I tried doing that scream one day. My voice hated me for 2 days.
Oh, I bet.
No, yo, I'm gonna send y'all a link when we're done here. It's a link. Sam Witwer in the booth recording for Clone Wars, and Dave Filoni is, he's directing him. He's like, I want the passion, I want the fierceness there, blah blah blah. And he's okay, and he starts reading the lines in the character, and he suddenly just belts out this loud, like Kenobi.
Yep.
And me trying to practice voice acting, which one thing I should never do, I attempted it.
Oh no,
I couldn't talk for 2 days.
I could imagine.
I couldn't talk for 2 days. That hurt my throat.
I may have heard the scream Kenobi, because I'm sure there is someone that I follow that has it as a sound on their channel.
I'm sure it is. Like it's like when he's like,
No
in my mind's eye, Kenobi. And then he just like he does this like little Kenobi, and he just screams, and it's so good. It's so good. Also, fun fact: Sam Witwer, the voice of Darth Maul in Clone Wars, is the model and the actor of the main character in Days Gone.
Tricks.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget about that.
No death. I bunk.
Is it Diet Death Time? Yeah.
Oh.
Diet
Get the
Death
ball?
Time? Sleep.
I that time sleep.
Death with benefits.
Death with benefits?
That's great.
I mean, depends on which version of Death and Supernatural. By the way, I can't wait to do a Supernatural Codpast.
Oh yeah.
I like how you
I-
do Supernatural
I would
and
have
not Lady
to
Death with
sit on
Marvel.
that one. Sit out on that one because I have not seen one Supernatural episode.
Oh, battle. That's the same.
I can't be on that one because I'm only in season 3 still.
Technically, you can, but I mean, you know the stuff.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that one will be fun.
We're gonna be allowed to talk about the
Sterling,
thing?
The
it's
anime,
the same
no.
chaos you left.
No, I
It's-
meant the end.
Oh Lord, no. We're gonna have to, right?
Oh,
What?
God.
The end of Supernatural, which
We won't have to get into it now, but like. oh,
I already know about the whole.
You mean
ending.
burying your gays?
What is it?
Burying your gays.
It was awful.
yeah.
I know what happens at the end.
I'll tell you this: Supernatural for me ends at the episode before the final episode. That's
Yeah.
the perfect ending.
Yeah.
I am so confused right now.
Good, you should be, because a lot of shit happens.
Yes.
I remember
What?
reading a recap of the last episode and I was very confused
Didn't I tell you about the recap?
how. You probably told me about it, and I'm still confused about how Baby got there.
It's his
Like-
it's his heaven.
Don't
Is
care
this
about
Grease?
In Dean's
Supernatural.
heaven, of course, Baby's gonna be there.
Of course, Baby's gonna be there, but is this Grease?
It's a great
Like,
city.
did they fly off into the sunset?
It's heaven. There's no problem. But
All right, we'll get to that at some point.
Sorry, Sterling. Spoilers.
yeah, sorry.
The last two.
So everything we've talked about. What is one
Trix,
thing?
that's fine. We're not gonna make you watch Supernatural. You don't have to.
Yeah, no one said anything about you have to watch this.
Yeah, exactly.
When things get too hyped, I no longer. I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, it took me forever to get into Harry Potter because of how big it was, and
Oh no, you're fine.
then I got
Yeah,
into it, and now I'm back out of it.
My brother and I, we got into Harry Potter when actually all the
No.
books were done at that point. we just start watching the movies. We watched all of them up to the Order of the Phoenix. The Order of the Phoenix was the first one I saw in theaters. Everything else before that was all on DVD.
But
Sterling, if it makes you feel any better, Frozen didn't really live up to the hype. It was
didn't.
okay,
It didn't.
but Big Hero 6 was better.
You remember being at your house for a J night, and Lydia and Sarah were like watching Frozen on my laptop, and they were like so happy, and we're sitting there like, okay.
Frozen.
Nay, I don't remember a lot of J nights because we were usually drunk.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That's
Tricks,
It
buddy. Never,
sounds
never
like
be
it.
offended. Never.
No, who's offended? No, hugs.
No,
hug
I was
hugs.
letting Tricks know, like, hey, no, buddy, we're good.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
So with all the hype of like the potential movies coming out, all the TV shows, what is one thing you want to see done in Star Wars, besides
Okay.
besides Captain Kennedy going away in Calcatar?
I don't know about one thing I do want done. I can tell you what I don't want done, but
More movies made like the ones we got in the past 3 years.
no.
I want to see them do the Heir to the Empire trilogy. Do it right. That's what the original sequel should have been about, was the Heir to the Empire trilogy.
I
That'd be good.
want them to kind of do what they were going to do originally in episode 8 and move away from like the main family, which I get it was the Skywalker saga, and now that that's technically over with, they can.
It's only called the
So-
Skywalker Saga because of Rise of Skywalker, making Rey a Skywalker.
Oh yeah. No.
They should have stuck with
Like,
episodes
I
1 through
wish
6.
she
with
would have.
that.
I wish she would have just been some rando that had Force abilities,
I wanted
because
her.
there's more than just 3 people, 3 bloodlines that can use
It
the
should have
Force
been
in
a
the entire
Kenobi.
universe.
I wanted her
Saying,
to be an offspring of Kenobi and Sabine.
No, I don't know who that is, but I didn't want her to be related to any of the original characters at all.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I
I didn't want
didn't want
her
that
to have
either,
any
but I
So
feel-
what? So what you're telling me is Bella wants the live action Ezra. No connection to any of the big families.
she's
Yes.
she's getting that in the Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want that too, but I would have rather her have been connected to Kenobi than Palpatine.
Hmm.
And
if we have to choose, I would rather her have been connected to Kenobi other than Palpatine, just because that raises a whole bunch of questions that I really don't want to have to think about.
Yeah. Well, it's just like
and
I
I
wish.
thought we got away from the incest in episode 6.
Well, that was the one thing that my wife was always saying too about Palpatine having an offspring. It was like, ew.
hey guys, Palpatine fucked.
Did they ever confirm that?
No.
Wasn't it just clones of him?
It was
that did it?
clones, but that still doesn't negate the fact that
You mean
she
he
and
fucked his
Kylo
clones?
are
That's weird.
related. Like, she's his aunt or something.
Hmm.
It's Game of Thrones all over again.
No.
Spoilers.
Get that mess out of here.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, I was like, I don't know if that ever got confirmed or not.
But one thing I want to see, and I mentioned it earlier, I want them to do a Star Wars What If series.
That would be
Yes.
nice.
That'd be good.
Because I want to see what would happen if Qui-Gon never died and he survived through everything. I want to see, and this is one I really want to see mainly because of, like all the fan art I see of it. What if Anakin let Mace kill Palpatine and save the galaxy? His reward would have been, hey, I'm good. Like, hey, I'm married to Padme. She's pregnant with my kids. And then, like, they kind of slowly transition away from like the classic Jedi rules that were displayed in the prequel trilogy, and Luke and Leia grow up with Obi-Wan as their uncle, and just seeing, like the slice of life with Anakin and Padme and Obi-Wan, just
Yeah,
and the
Hanging out.
kids.
They're
Well,
just
do
sitting
you
out on
think
balcony drinking a beer
raising
together.
kids, because Lord knows it takes more than just 2 people.
Here's the thing, though, the flip on that, not to get like super off of it, but with Vader's, his whole mantra for, even like he was telling Padme, like, hey, this isn't, I'm going to be the man in charge. We're going to kill Palpatine, but then like, when he lost over, what was it, 50% of his force, ability or, like potential, he just couldn't top Palpatine then. And Palpatine fucking knew it too. He
Wait,
was
who?
like, Vader. That was his whole. He was going to kill Palpatine and take over the galaxy, but
Oh yeah.
that's why Palpatine purposely made his suit the way it was to like hinder him more.
Yeah.
I think it would have been great for the What If series for like Star Wars is like touched on each movie, but take a certain element out of it, like Qui-Gon surviving. Attack of the Clones, there was no Republic.
There was no
Army.
clone army.
Yeah, there's no clone army.
What if Obi-Wan
Revenge of the
died on
Revenge of the
Mustafar?
No, I don't want that one.
Revenge of the Sith. What if, like what Nate said, what if Mace Windu killed Palpatine there?
What if the high ground didn't work?
Okay, I don't like
Like in the New Hope.
If Luke missed the shot.
Yeah.
Missed the shot.
What if
With
they?
The
What if
Empire
they
Strikes
didn't
Back.
drown
What if
or-
Luke died on Hoth from the Wampa?
Oh, that would have been changed everything.
The
What
Revenge
if-
of the Sith.
what
Revenge of
if-
the Sith. What if Han Solo died? I mean,
What if they never
Return of the
saved
Jedi.
Leia?
Return of the Jedi.
What if Luke struck Palpatine down?
Yeah. that'd be-
Yeah.
What if the sequels never happened?
okay.
I shit on those movies. There are elements
What
about
if
them I do enjoy.
Palpatine? What if Palpatine never, for lack of a better word,
Tricks? No.
impregnated Anakin's mom with midichlorians to have Anakin?
Oh yeah, because that's totally a rumor. And I'm being serious about that.
Oh, that's just one of the things I hate the most. It's like, can we just make his birth still a immaculate birth, not have to do that Palpatine caused that's to happen?
Did they ever confirm that? I thought it was Plagueis that technically did that.
No, because Plagueis was dead at that point because Palpatine was Sidious.
Yeah,
He
Palpatine
was,
killed
Darth
Plagueis.
Yeah, Plagueis was done, been gone. But what if Palpatine was found out early on and got shut down real fast?
What
Or
if Palpatine never came back?
I would have been so happy.
No, that's one of the cool things with the Palpatine thing, like what they wanted to do. It was in one of the comics they did. One of the Master Jedi in there was like, well, hell, if there's somebody in the Senate, let's just midichlorian test everybody. And Palpatine was like, no, thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah. That's
But
something
it
they
would
should
be like,
probably have done.
be like, Senator, why are you so hesitant about this idea we just had? You were quick to jump on that.
Yeah, it's just to test all the high level officials and stuff, especially when, like you were saying, Nate, that Qui-Gon had a suspicion there might have been some mole, somebody pulling the strings in the background that's force sensitive.
Oh,
Maybe Qui-Gon said, all right, we're going to do a midichlorian test on everybody. And Palpatine's like, get that needle away from me.
I
Don't bring that near
have
me.
like 3 more that just popped in my head.
What you got?
What if Mace Windu struck down Palpatine and then he turned to the dark side and he became the new Sith Lord?
All Anakin had to do is just push him out the window.
Push him out the window. I don't know if he would have.
Can
turned
you
dark
imagine
side.
if Qui-Gon had survived and he's the one who trained Anakin, but Obi-Wan tagged along? And you have the trio of Qui-Gon, Anakin, and Obi-Wan as a team.
If that would have happened, he would have left the order because they wouldn't have let him train 2 people at that
Right,
point in time.
It'll become the Three Musketeers.
No. I'm not saying Obi-Wan as an apprentice. I'm
Rogue
just saying
Jedi's.
like Obi-Wan as like a partner. Or
Yeah,
be like
no.
Obi-Wan take his own Padawan, but he's always teaming up with Qui-Gon just because Papa Qui-Gon. But
Papa Qui-Gon.
but
What's your third one?
can you imagine how it would have been in episode 2? Qui-Gon versus Count Dooku.
Oh, that would have been good.
Oh, that would have been good.
Qui-Gon versus Count Dooku. Liam Neeson versus Christopher Lee.
Aren't they
Oh.
both classically
You know how
trained
that fight would have.
Yes.
You know how that fight would have gone.
Ooh.
It would have been the Obi-Wan speech, like, "Hey, old friend, there's a
Yeah.
Sith in the Republic." He'd be like, "That makes sense now." He would have been like, "Yep, all right, cool, sign me up. Let's go get him."
Knowing that both of them are classically trained in fencing, that would have been something
Yeah.
interesting to watch.
Right?
Yeah. They said that's the reason why Count Dooku's lightsaber was curved like that, was because that's the way Christopher Lee wanted his lightsaber
Yep.
Yeah.
to be done, because he said that handle worked better with him, because he trained on a saber and his fencing with a curved handle like that. So
I remember
he's
when I
used to that.
first saw that lightsaber hilt, I was like, really? That's a thing? But then my friend
works.
had one. My friend had one. And I holding it, it felt so cool.
Oh, it does. We messed with the Black Series ones we got at the
Yeah.
store one. It was we opened up, played with them. It was nice.
But
Didn't Christopher Lee have, I guess, almost a
Hydrate.
handicap when it came to his scenes because he kept actually fencing?
I think so.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that a few times he
Someone-
actually
one
connected.
of them did.
No, my favorites thing is, I think this might be what you're thinking about, is in episode
Sterling said
1.
hydrate.
Yep, I already did. When Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, and Ray Park were doing their fight, they kept making the lightsaber sounds.
No, I remember hearing about that one too, but it was someone that could actually sword fight kept trying to do actual.
It was Christopher
technique.
Lee. He kept
It was Christopher Lee.
he was kept hitting Ewan McGregor with the lightsaber, physically
Oh, that's
hitting
right.
him with it, to a point where it actually bruised Ewan McGregor's shoulder at one point because
Yeah.
he hit too hard.
Ooh, man.
But
Do you want to say goodnight?
He was just getting too much into it.
what was the other one? Oh, so Nick Collard, the stunt coordinator in episodes 1, 2, and 3, now has a permanent addition to the Star Wars series as a Jedi Master called Sindralik.
Nice.
I always thought that was interesting.
That's good. It's cool.
I see a tiny terror.
We have a guest.
I see a tiny terror.
Aww.
Oh.
I see a tiny terror.
These are all the people you're talking to.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, do you have my Discord pulled up, or do you have my stream pulled up?
I have your stream pulled up.
So she can see
I have
me.
your Discord on my
Hi.
phone, but I have your stream on my computer, so
I
she can
got
see
you.
everybody.
I got you.
See
Yeah.
everybody.
AJ's not feeling well.
Aw.
Oh.
It's also probably bedtime
Well, that, but she's congested, got a cold.
and eating a
Ooh, that's
banana.
rough.
Bananas make everything better. Bananas are good.
Banana.
Potassium.
I'm unfortunately allergic to bananas.
Really?
Aw.
Yeah, my throat starts to itch and then swell up.
Oh, that's not good.
I
Y'all
get
ever
like
tried
half
banana
a
milk?
banana, but that's as far as I can go.
Y'all heard me right.
What?
No, what'd you say?
As said, y'all ever tried banana milk?
Banana milk?
Okay, so growing up, Grandma
AJ
was
says hi.
growing up, Grandma was obsessed with Kmart, and you know the Nestle chocolate milk, strawberry milk, like the little bottles.
I haven't thought about those in years.
There's a
I
third
do know
option.
what you're talking
There was a
about.
third option back in like the 90s that was banana milk,
Oh, I don't
Banana milk?
remember
Oh,
that.
wow.
and like I remember getting that, and I was like, "This is okay."
It doesn't sound good at all.
No.
I'll be
It's
honest.
Not that bad. It just tastes like banana. Like it.
Yeah,
But
It's
I don't
banana
want
split.
banana milk.
I want chalky milk.
Yes.
It just tasted like a banana split that had melted. It's fine.
So I really want to talk about this just because this really, it's where my nostalgia really comes in as terms of Star Wars growing up.
Oh.
What's your favorite marketing for any of the movies? Because I'm going to put it to you this way. I don't remember the marketing for episode 2 or episode 3.
I'm glad he didn't, Sterling.
None of it.
You don't remember what?
The marketing for episode 2 and 3 when they were coming out.
I remember the marketing.
I don't remember the books. I don't remember the toys. I don't remember the posters. I don't remember any of it. But
Honestly,
episode 1, like the Phantom Menace, I remember everything.
honestly,
You're
what
right.
was the
I
exact
remember-
question?
I remember a lot more marketing from episode 1 than I do any of the subsequent.
Yeah.
I remember
Prequel
some for
trilogy.
Attack of the Clones, but I don't remember any for Revenge of the
The question was, what
Revenge
is
of
your
the Sith.
favorite marketing era for each film?
Oh, definitely. The Force Awakens. Like before it came out, like the hype was real for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
You
But
see
I just wish
yourself.
there was more Luke in the Force Awakens instead of just the very end.
Yeah.
But no,
But-
the hype for that
Oh.
was real. Like, because everyone's
Oh
like,
my
"Oh,
goodness.
who's this Kylo guy?" And like, what because it was the everything.
Yeah. But yeah,
I actually have
the Resistance.
mascara from the marketing that should have been thrown away years ago because it is
Wow.
very past expensive.
Oh. But
Yeah, makeup experts. I don't
Oh.
know.
Star Wars. I got the box.
Oh, you got the box? Oh,
I got
you
the
got
Funko
the
box.
Ooh.
I really don't have
Isn't it
anything
only supposed to
Star
be like
Wars here.
Bastila or
Yeah, okay.
one of the Revens?
Yeah. It's still a little warm. Yeah, you're still.
Which one's that? Ah, Jedi. Okay, cool, sweet.
Revan.
I got
Both of y'all's
That-
pictures with the backgrounds is completely drowning out everything.
Wow.
It's,
Like all I'm seeing is your background come in. I was like, I'm not
If you
seeing a
lean
picture.
back far enough, Battle Wolf, you just turn into a floating head.
I know.
yeah.
I have to have this background.
Yeah.
There's somebody sitting behind me right now.
This is
so
fine. But no,
I like my background.
Dakota, do you not remember the marketing for episode 2 or 3?
I remember
Because I
vaguely.
remember nothing.
Are you done with your banana?
Like none of the marketing for when that movie was coming out. I don't remember any of it.
I remember 3 more than 2 for marketing, but not much of
1
2.
had the one most, because I had all the coloring books. I had so many posters. I had. Fun fact: I couldn't have anything Darth Maul.
Really?
Because he was a bad guy?
No. I want you to think of Darth Maul's design and then think of this
Ah.
statement.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I live in a- I
yeah,
live-
that makes sense.
Conservative Christian family.
Oh, it's the horns.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He looks like the devil, so you can't have it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my God, Battle.
Battles the floating head.
it's slowly disappearing.
Don't mind me. I'm
Slowly
just
in
going.
the
I'm just going to
background.
fade. I say goodbye. But
You went down?
yeah. Doesn't mean I didn't have one.
No.
I went to
you
a
can get
friend's.
'em all.
Like one of my friends got me one for my birthday one year, and I was like,
Nate with the black market of Star Wars stores. Can you get me a mall, please?
But one thing I
When was
remember
growing
about the
up,
toys
anything
that I
Dungeons and
loved.
Dragons was banned from my house.
One thing I love about the toys is they had these kits for the action figures. Like there was one for Darth Maul. It had like his cloak, it had his lightsaber, just the hilt, and the probe droid with the little like stands that you put the probe droid on. And it was for like the little action figures. They had like 5 different sets of those. But one of my favorite things from episode 1 as a kid was the puzzles. Because the puzzles were 2-sided. One side had this really cool like art piece design, and the other side was kind of like a blueprint of whatever vehicle was displayed on the front. And my favorite puzzle was the Naboo Starfighter and the pod race puzzles. I believe there were 750 pieces a piece. And I had like 3 copies of each puzzle because I kept losing pieces.
So what you're telling me, I know what to get you for your birthday this year.
No, because you already got my birthday present. I don't want to fuck. Mm-mm.
So I know what to get you for Christmas this year. I forgot I already got your birthday.
I didn't.
Already? Dang.
It doesn't come out until August, but
That's fair.
I think I had it by December, honestly. He sent me a link.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good, dude. Yeah, I know your birthday will be in a couple months, but it's still a little ways.
Trust
off.
me, I know I'm my way. But yeah, I feel like we're slowly starting to wind down a little bit. So could
Yeah,
be
it's getting
Well,
kind
we
of
did
late.
hit that. We
I
did
got
hit
an
that
early day
2 hour.
tomorrow, so I gotta.
yeah. So with that being said,
They're
guys.
always fun.
With that being said, thank y'all so much for coming and being a part of this.
Oh, it's fun. I
Always
enjoy doing
fun.
these.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll give you my parting thought, and I know what's going to happen eventually. All roads lead to Disney remaking the original trilogy.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
now,
It is.
we live in the world. We live in a realm of a lot of remakes, and yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be. They remade Star Wars already, Star Trek. So
Multiple
Yeah.
times, if I
They're
remember.
what?
Right.
Almost. It's been what? Almost 50 years since the original one. So like it's going to happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been over
see
50 years.
them
Yeah,
redoing that one before they're able to redo the sequel trilogy because there's going to be a very big piece missing.
No, they're going to play
Because-
the big game where they can redo that to make that sequel trilogy make more sense.
Oh, no, 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 no,
Don't do
no,
that.
no,
Don't do that.
no,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I
Nah.
mean,
Don't do that.
they probably could, but they can't do a good job of redoing the sequel trilogy without Carrie.
If you do that, I'm nuking Hollywood.
Battle's going to Hollywood.
Just-
No.
Just no. Just no. Just no.
Jane, Silent Bob Strike Back.
You're going to see Battle on the news. Crazy man goes to Disney in Hollywood.
Just gonna walk
Look at
into.
the nuke over my head. It's like, ah! You destroyed my childhood.
I destroy you. No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna completely redo the entire franchise, and the big plot twist is Jar Jar Binks is the Sith Lord. They're gonna make
Okay.
that. They're gonna make that
Isn't
canon.
that already
Alright,
all
go
but
for it.
confirmed?
It's everyone's.
Like,
It's everyone's.
widely
It's everyone's
accepted
favorite
fan
thing.
theory.
So
There was a thing I always told my brother, saying I always thought that Jar Jar becoming a senator was such the stupidest idea until we see the state of our government nowadays.
you're not wrong.
It doesn't seem that far off.
You're not wrong. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap the Codpast up because I know y'all are. You got places you'd rather be. This is fine. And I've really got to pee. So, I keep forgetting to do this.
What the fuck?
Sterling, no. I keep forgetting to do this.
What'd you forget?
What do you guys like? Where can people find you? At least the
Well, you
streamers.
can find me at Battle Wolf 527. I normally stream on weekday afternoons and weekend afternoons, but that's soon going to change. I'll be doing Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, and also be doing Saturday and Sunday afternoons. And I mostly do single player, RPG style, story driven games. Right now I'm doing Mass Effect 3, Just Cause 3, Far Cry 3, Assassin's Creed Revolutions,
Asians.
and Revelations, and The Outer Worlds.
The
And
Revolution.
tomorrow I am doing The Outer Worlds, so
There you go.
Yeah, Outer Worlds.
and it's going to be a long stream tomorrow, probably almost 7 hours. But
Okay.
The Outer Worlds.
Dakota, what about you?
Ah, you can find me over here at Big 893, where we typically do. Lately, it's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday is what I've been running. We are playing through Shadow of Mordor on Fridays. Saturday is now an empty slot. Don't know what I'm going to put there. And then Sunday,
You better
we're still working
decide.
through Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Come check that out. That's very fun. I don't know when exactly, but I do owe you all the great affiliate celebration where I will
Yes.
Elden
a
Ring,
million
Elden
times
Ring,
an
Elden
Elden Ring. Y'all can see me get very mad.
Oh, I see that happen with Nate every day. It's fine.
No, this man's playing 2 Souls games in a week. He's
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Which
But
is
no,
arguably
like-
worse.
Honestly, like I know, like was raging.
Tricks,
I can't thank you.
Tricks, you were.
I
getting-
can't thank
were
you all
getting
enough,
angry the
though,
other night
honestly,
on
Nate.
Bloodborne.
Like-
What?
I said I can't thank you all enough for like the growth what I've had on my channel as well.
You
So
got affiliates so fast. That was
I didn't
awesome
do shit,
to
bro. It
see.
was all you. I don't know what you're talking about.
it was not all me.
That was all you, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it was good. I never expected to get there. So
Bloodborne is going to be ending for you because I'm not there yet.
That,
If you beat the story on Sunday, that's on you. But I'm going to keep going.
and you know, I
Basically, what I'm saying is we need to get this man DLC. Get this man DLC.
Do more stuff, Nate. We do RE battle. If you're ever up to do anything, let's all do it. You know, have some fun.
Well, that's
Everyone
one
needs
thing
to
I
get
wanted to
back for blood
discuss
so we
with
can
you
do some-
guys. If
What?
I found out this game that really looks a lot of fun to play. That
Oh,
you
Fall
can
Guys.
do cross-platform between PlayStation and PC is Fall Guys.
But it's not
Fall
on
I was
Guys.
watching some people play that, and that game looks so much fun to play co-op with some people.
Not good. Strick said no. It's a fun game. I'd play it with you, Battle.
I'd
don't
play
care.
it.
Yeah, it looks
Just do it on
fun.
a Saturday when I can actually play. Toxic
Yeah.
community, not when we keep it amongst us.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna play along a lot. I was watching the captain play it, and they just kept it between her, Cookie, and I forgot what the other guy was, and they were just having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, Nate, you don't have your Xbox anymore, do you?
No, I have Bellas.
I was about to say he has
Right.
mine.
Because what we need to do is play State of Decay 3 when it comes out. Zombie survival.
Is that going to
all
be
of
on
us as a
Xbox
group.
One or is that just Series?
It should be on both. I would think.
I mean, you say that a lot of these games are pushing for next.
Some are, but we could always play State of Decay too.
I mean, I
As a
have
group?
not. I have not played State of Decay, so
It's fun.
Oh, let's play Left 4 Dead.
I want to play
Oh,
Back 4
God.
Blood. No.
Let's do it.
I need to play Back 4 Blood. I
Play it.
want to
Let's
so
play it.
fucking bad. I want to play it so fucking
I
bad.
think it's still on Game Pass. Let's play it. I think, or did I take it off? I don't know. Game.
Uh oh,
Idea. What
Strix
you
has
got,
an
Trick?
idea.
Oh dear.
Resident Evil Resistance.
That game. Or is that a serious thing? That game was not fun.
No, knowing him, it's serious. And
I-
no, that's not a crack at you. That's just like you collaboration. Like we like collaboration, but not Resident Evil Resistance.
No, because that was the Dead
Resident-
by Daylight RE.
It's
game,
Dead
I
by
remember.
it's Dead by Daylight, but with Resident Evil.
That's what I remember about it.
And I don't like Dead by Daylight, which is one reason why I'm never gonna play that new Dragon Ball Z game coming out, which is essentially Dead by Daylight but with Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm still in debate on what I'm going to do when we're done here. I might just stick with Spyro.
Go for it.
But yeah, we're going to wrap this up, and I'm going to go pee. So
Yeah, me too.
I'll catch you guys probably just in the chat here in a minute. But
Yeah,
Oh,
see
yeah.
you guys in a little bit then.
but yeah, we'll figure out the next podcast, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Hey, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.